dozen roses, such would astound you. The joy of children laughing around you. These are the makings of you. It is true, the makings of you. The righteous way to go, little one would know.
Welcome to the Kobe Show. Take 2.
When you fall in love with something, truly fall in love with people, you don't really have a choice. It chooses you. Right. And then you sort of become, indebted to that. So it's interesting to see it come out as a love letter, because no one probably would assume that. That would be the way you would express it.
Well, no, I mean, it's that's the trick, isn't it? It's finding what you love to do.
Yeah, our time limited, the path lay before me. Never be another like me, I'm the only. The present is a gift, every day is a trophy. Keep on building every day like you Kobe. Our time limited, the path lay before me. Never be another like me, I'm the only. The present is a gift, every day is a trophy. Keep on building every day like you Kobe. Hey yo, this is for the lonely stones rejected by the building, who passed the border shack before he broke the glass ceiling. The masses call it tragic, I know it's a bad feeling. Seems we need a mass healing. Hard as the creator, stand and wave your hands high and say Assalamu alaikum, and watch the scales tip like leaving dollars for the waiters. Listen to the legend of the clock that's in my nature. A breath I take as heaven shakes. August 23rd, 1978, celebrate. Last degree of Leo, sun, maximum my ego. Won battles I never even swung, name me Kobe. Like the beef in Japan, samurai, black mamba, hope to reach what I can. Father was a player, I don't mean the ladies, man. Basketball and master scoring, Jupiter ascending. I begin upon a path that's forward, changing the plans. Way before the fans were calling ball within my hands. I'm sorry, jelly bean, but I ain't sweet. Felt the scene, Goliath sleeps, giant amongst men. Sat in the 3 degrees, started hooping age 3. The pattern was in my jeans. Shooting all day to see if I could become great. Pumping fake, leave him on the ground like a stomach ache. 13, I'm back in Philly, art of different, not a distant monster on the court. Beef on Mamba was a thought. I raised a team that gave me honors in the sport. Leo second, money, power, had it since young. Mercury and Leo, I would brag with my tongue. Past they said I'd rather shoot Saturn in the sun. I held the ball, excelled the wall, had average play a stun. Why? I kept practicing where half of them were done. I was just warming up, they dropping to get fatigued. Pisces in the knife, skip collars and hit the league. Hornets draft, more than my path, and join the Lakers team. Living in my favorite dream, fakes and scream, famous gleam. In 9-7, I was best with the slam dunk. Shooting guard, don't you see how many my hands sunk? Married in 01, Venus, Pluto, Libra, see my parents, they won't come. I'm mad and they so stunned. All-star MVP 02 was the year. They ain't feeling me in Philly, still I move with the sphere. Mars, Pluto in the 4th, Venus 2 it appears. Homes of love-hate relationship, they booth and they cheer. From 99 to 02, watch who I repeat. Scoring so high, like I'm watching the cheat sheet. 03 was my first child, I'm seeing the world smile. My best ball handle will come with a sex scandal. When Mars, Pluto is, grab what you desire. Apologize, I'm handling the fire, but the burn is deep. My name means beef, reputation turned to burger beef, but I don't know the word defeat. Practice while the world was asleep. Do you remember 06, I dropped 81. After leading the league, there's no way I'm done. 08 to 2010, I stuck to my zone. Got focused, clutched the other 2 infinity stones. I ascend to the throne, I would injure my bones. Achilles heel, torn in the 8th of the shown. When Aquarius is present, round your ankle is blown. That's Cancer in the 1st, but the moon to the 10th. I'm still standing when it hurts, trying Saturn, mind fasten the advantages of Earth. I led the Lakers in points, but it caused some pain. I walk with sprains, aches in my joints. Youngest with 30,000, I can score with the best. 2016, I'm sure I should rest. I live to compete, I'm older now, my mind is more swift than my feet. Dead basketball, the love that you've given is deep. My heart can take the pound and my mind can handle the grind, but my body knows it's time. Put my jersey in the rafters, my spirit's everlasting. Come and sample the shine, like the serpent in the ladder. Mama Kundalini in the verse and closed the chapter, couldn't handle the grind. But I'm a different animal in the same beast. From LA to Italy to Philly, I played east to west for the love of it, and still I remain chief. 41 years past, still it remains brief. Staying in the chopper like the bullets that made grief. With Schwarzenegger, 3 more daughters later. Mama seated, now I'm sure to take you up with me in water vapor. Now my breath's hard to catch like a yellow cab. Final destination left, hell from the helipad. Foggy elevation, grab my baby, never left your dad. But now we have peace like I never had. Turn your tears into work and move mountains with it. Time's limited is how you spend it. And in the end, look how high we ascended and still held you tight. K-O-B-E, kiss our babies every day and night. I just hope you get the point before your clock runs out. Before I go, stop and shout, love is love, Mamba out, Mamba out. My time's limited, the path lay before me. Never be another like me, I'm the only. The present is a gift, every day is a trophy. Keep on building every day like a Kobe. My time's limited, the path lay before me. Never be another like me, I'm the only. The present is a gift, every day is a trophy. Keep on building every day like a Kobe.
We talk about hard work all the time. Man, if you got to get up every single morning and remind yourself how hard you need to work, you probably need to choose a different profession. You know, because that shouldn't be there. Because I wake up in the morning excited to get to it. You know, if I'm not training, I'm missing it. If I'm not watching a game of basketball, I miss it. There's no place I'd rather be. And if you have that feeling, then you're truly doing what God has put you on this earth to do.
That's how you going to start a show if you want to start a show on Kobe Day. You understand what I'm saying? Peace and blessings. Welcome to another episode of Now's Radio. Placement on performance, host now. And I got my favorite people in the building. Okay.
Got the jersey right there, you know.
I got my favorite people in the building during Virgo season. Okay. Last time they was here, it was Gemini season. We was starting a little bit. You understand what I'm saying?
A lot.
Virgo season. We here in the building. With my favorite people on the planet. You understand what I'm saying? 6 days from now, 5 days from now, I started this program 10 years ago. And I never would have thought in my wildest imagination that I would be sharing the screen with 2 of my favorite people. One of my favorite MCs of all time. Okay, argue with your mama, don't argue with me, fam, because I fight.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I be trying to tell them too.
You know what I'm saying? And just my favorite sister. You understand what I'm saying? I felt like we grew up in the same family, some kind of way, vicariously. You see what I'm saying?
Somehow,
the definition, right, of walking by faith and not by sight. You understand what I'm saying? So we got royalty in the building. It becomes my honor and privilege at this time to introduce some percent to others and welcome back to their other home, okay? For another round of 21 questions, but this is the Virgo Edition.
Yes.
Father Millsy, a.k.a. Jae Millz.
Yeah.
And his best half.
What up?
In the building. How y'all feeling?
Yeah, man. We here, man.
We
We good. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for having us. Again, as usual. You know what I'm saying? I always tell you it's good convo. You know, we basically family at this point, so we don't mind like opening up our world and just chopping it up with you. Wow. And we enjoy the fact that you enjoy talking to us and just, it's not really like an interview no more. It's kind of just like
combo.
We just guess on the show.
Yeah, it's like
it's not really like an interview. I know it say 21 questions, but we don't really have a full set 21 questions. It's just it'll probably be 38 questions. We just talk and have great conversation with you so much. I don't know if it's something because we're all grown, you know what I'm saying, around the same age demographic. I would say we can all still connect and talk about Jersey, for instance. Right. You know what I'm saying? You and Dana could connect on Jersey, on being Geminis. Right. You know what I'm saying? I could talk about being a Virgo but Dana could explain how everybody in the house is a Virgo. You know what I'm saying? And you could look at that like, man, she a Gemini, so she could hold that down. You know, and just that alone would get us talking about so
And
much.
it's a lot. Like everybody's Virgos. I'm the only Gemini, so I feel like I'm like singled out.
You the only Gemini? Because Gemini's got like a lot of.
I'm the only Gemini.
But it's like 13. No, it's like 13 Geminis in the house when you hear.
But so what? It's 3 Virgos in the house.
That's a fact.
It's a war.
Like 3 Virgos is like 30 Virgos.
It's a war. It's a war because they all have so many similarities in their personalities. And I feel like they all come at me at one time.
Nah, we
so
be cool.
It's a lot. It's a lot dealing with 3 at one time. So
my little sister is August 29th, and my youngest sister, the baby, she's September 21st. So wow. I got an August, born on the same day as Michael Jackson, right? And that's the reason why I started the show, literally. In honor of my little sister, Black August, Michael Jackson, and Hurricane Katrina. So, like, all of the reasons to choose a date in regards to the resonance is there. My little sister, that's my family. You understand?
So you understand. You understand. You grew up with 2, so you understand.
Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Jae Millz, Nas,
Lord Jamar, Capadonna, Kobe.
You know what I'm saying?
It run deep. It run deep.
Foxy Brown, don't leave my girl out.
Yeah, Young Hump and Shop G, they both
2 Chainz. You know what I'm saying? He Titty Boy and 2 Chainz, so he a Virgo. He had different personalities out the gate.
I am smoking on that guys.
But this is one thing I will say I notice about Virgos, since this is like a Virgo edition, right? Yeah. I noticed as I got older, because a lot of people used to always tell me, it's like, oh, Jarvis, you think you know everything. You think you know everything. You always think you're right. And now that I'm older, I don't think it's necessarily a thing of Virgos always think they right. I just think Virgos, they strongly believe in what they believe in. And it can be wrong. If you notice, it's not like I'm always saying what I'm saying is right. It just might be the way that I'm voicing what I think. It may come off so like, I don't want to say aggressive, but it may come off so strong. It may feel like, oh, you just think that what you're saying is right. Like
sometimes
it can come off like that. It can come off like that. As I got older, I learned that.
His passion for things, let's say, his passion for things can come off aggressive.
And I can be wrong, but I noticed I had to start saying that. I had to start like, if me and Dana going back and forth about something, I had to start literally saying in the middle of us, whether it's an argument or a debate or a misunderstanding, it might not even be an argument. I had to literally learn how to say, and I may be wrong. Just that little sentence right there in the middle of while you going back and forth with somebody, like making it very clear. I may be wrong in what I'm saying, but I believe in what I'm saying. I may be wrong, and if I'm wrong, I can stand on that and I'll apologize.
It's the passion for what they believe in, and because I'm like a Virgo magnet. I'm surrounded by so many. My mom is a Virgo, so that's I was carried by a Virgo, so I feel them, I understand them, I carry too. So I get it in and out, and I feel like I'm a magnet. Everywhere I go, I meet a Virgo. They just like come to me. It's like I'm a magnet for them. I don't know what it is. No matter where I am, where we are, I always meet a Virgo. It's like I have it written on my forehead. They come directly to me. And I just think they're just passionate about what they say, what they believe in, and who they love, and what they like to do. So no matter what, that passion takes over, and sometimes it can come off aggressive because they just believe in it so much. And it's like, I understand where you're coming from. And the Geminis, we can be very calm. And I'm just like, okay, I get it.
Geminis are like calm, and then they explode.
No, there's 0 to 100.
That's why I said they're calm and then they explode.
Very quick.
Virgos explode. Virgos explode, and then you have to calm us down. That's very weird. It's very weird.
But he understands because he's a Gemini. Like we're super, super calm. But
and
it's
his
like
sister's a Virgo. So
we can go really, really calm to go really, really high. Very quick. Very quick.
And as I'm getting older, this is something while we're talking about Virgos, right? And I'm gonna ask you a question after this. This is something I noticed as I get older. I noticed it probably a few years ago. No. I take this back. I probably noticed this about 13 years ago. And you're gonna laugh when I tell you. I probably noticed about 13 years ago. I was like a grumpy old man, probably in my late 20s. I can say that. I remember I moved to a condo in Miami. And I just moved in the building, so I didn't really want to. Matter of fact, this is around the time where Dana was pregnant, because I remember she had came to see me and she had the big belly and all that. And I remember it was going through my mind like, yo, she's really about to have a kid. So this is around the time where I'm trying to like, all right, you got to calm your life down. You can't be in the clubs and doing all that. Everything has to change now, but it has to change. It was quick. It was like a quick change. You go from being a bachelor and you can do whatever you want to like, no, you have to like train yourself to you can't do that no more. You got to live a certain way, right? So I would wake up in this building I moved to. It was a nice condo, nice crib. I was even thinking about moving Dana and the kids there. This is where my mom was at. Just lunatic stuff. And I remember I used to go on a balcony and I would look down at the pool and there would just be a bunch of college students there with like a freezer. Remember I used to tell you that they'll have like a freezer, they'll be by the pool, and they'll just be lit. It'll just be every day by the pool would just be lit. And I used to tell Dana all the time, I couldn't imagine you moving out here and us going down to the pool with the kids and the little University of Miami girls is just laying out there in their bikinis. And they just, you know, and I remember in that moment, it's like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to be like a grumpy old man. Fast forward to now. Soon as we hit like the end of June and I hear firework, it takes everything in me to not call the cops.
Moral of the story here.
Moral of the story is it took a while for me to realize. I don't know if that's a Virgo thing, because Virgos are very moody. Since we're talking about Virgos tonight, we're going to talk. Virgos are very moody, right? But I think as I'm getting older, the moodiness and the grumpiness, it's like a very short fuse. It's like as I'm getting older, I'm like, I don't know what it is. Like I get pissed off so quickly. It could be like the littlest. Dana be like, that's a Virgo. You're right. But I think as I get older, oh, it's getting worse.
My mother's like that. Anthony's like that.
Look, man, it's getting 10 times worse now. This is what I wanted to ask you, aside from all of my Virgo analysis. Who are like your favorite Virgos? You don't got to say me, because that's not like interesting. Let's have some fun. Like, who would be like some of your favorite Virgos if you could name them?
Besides your sisters.
Yeah, besides like me or your sister. You know, like
my sister is not my favorite Virgo. One sister is, and the other one is not. So I'll leave it like that for them, because they have their moments, right? And I was their older brother, and older brotherism is a religion unto itself. So imagine having me as an older brother with three of us, we all on the same wavelength. You know what I'm saying? Like all on the same wavelength, but I'm next level. So it's like, okay, I taught them how to fight. I taught them how to advocate for themselves. One thing that I could say in the Virgo arena is the reason why the passion and the zeal come in their expression is because oftentimes they let a bunch of stuff slide. And then after a while, people start thinking they could play a game with you.
Yeah.
They think that they could play a game with you because you just like, I don't want to get, Virgo is like, I don't want to get in trouble because Virgo is the judge. Mm-hmm. Because if they got to take you to court,
Yeah,
They're gonna read all of your charges, all the minutes, everything, blah blah blah, like total recall. Like, nah, fam, on the 5th, you was talking crazy, da da da. Like, so it's like total recall in regards to this because they're the judge. So with the judge, there's a space of criticism, but there's also a space of compassion. So if you think about Solomon, right? You got the ultimate judge. So when they begin to advocate for themselves, it's hell to pay. You understand what I'm saying? It's hell to pay because they have to advocate for themselves. It's not a thing. So if they ask you, they ask you. You earned it. They got a whole list of reasons why you earned it. You understand what I'm saying? So
yeah, it's a whole thing that they already came up with.
Yeah. So if we look at favorite Virgos, for instance, for me, I would say Lord Jamar. Lord Jamar is my brother, like Jae Millz is my brother. We don't have to agree.
Yeah.
We don't have to agree, but he respects where I come from, and I respect where he comes from.
Yeah.
That's real brotherhood. Like, nah, I'm not gonna just let that slide. Like, nah, we about to we about to get into that. Like, you ain't just gonna say that. Nah. So Lord Jamar, Capadonna is another one for me. They're like one day apart in regards to their birthday. Yeah.
That's crazy. Me and T Streets is one day apart.
Mm-hmm. Young Hump is another Virgo that I love. Him and Shock G are both Virgos. His analytical mind, his analysis. There's another artist by the name of.
Got a bunch of personality.
So it's crazy because you're like me. I think Geminis are really compatible with Virgos. We understand them and their personalities. They understand ours, and we're just like compatible with them as friends to hang out with. And I
got a lot of Gemini friends.
In my
until they go off and off the deep end, you got to learn their humor. You got to get their humor. Their humor is very dark.
I said we're compatible in the sense of like we really vibe together. We have great friendships together. Like me and him, we were friends for years. I'm sorry. We were friends for years.
I apologize for touching my
I didn't. I like scratch. Hush. We were friends for years before anything. So I think that's what I mean about like being compatible as friends. Like that was major for us. We talked and used to be on the phone, and even when we started seeing each other at first, we would just hang out. Like I would go hang out with him like for hours and just sit and just talk and laugh and like do nothing.
Go back home.
And then I would go back home and he would go back on his tour bus or wherever he had to go. And it wouldn't be anything like that. We would just like hang out.
It was just cool with
we're just hanging out like as friends.
Having like a friend.
He would even sometimes like just come to the lobby of his hotels and just sit and be in the lobby for hours. Like you have a room upstairs.
and be cool with that too.
Yeah, like and be cool. You know so it was like a lot of that in the beginning. And I think that with Virgos, I do that a lot. Like I said, I think I'm a total Virgo magnet. I have a lot of friends that are Virgos. Like my immediate family are all Virgos.
Cool.
So I always had good relationships with the Virgos that I know. Just loyal. They're very passionate. When they love you, they love you. You know, they'll give you a shirt off their back. That's just how they are.
And when they don't,
When they don't.
Oh, yeah. I used to tell her I used to tell Dana all the time, right? I used to be like, yo, you know how dudes be like, oh, that's the one that got away, right? Mm-hmm. I used to always tell Dana, there's no one that got away. There's no girl, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody I ever dealt with, but there's no girl that I ever dealt with that I felt or I feel like, damn, like that was the one. You know what I'm saying? It's like I used to always tell Dana, whenever I felt like I was over a girl, that was it. It didn't have to be like, it didn't have to be disrespectful. It ain't have to be like, oh, fuck that. Nah. It was just like, nah, I'm just off her. Like, I wouldn't care if she messed with people I know. Like, Dana used to always be like, nah, that's crazy. That's unacceptable. And I'm like, to her, that is. But to me, once I don't deal with a girl no more, I'm not tripping. Because I'm so far removed emotionally. Like, I think as a Virgo, we love hard. if you my friend, it's like you my friend. Like I expect,
You're only
yeah,
my
like
friend.
our
You're only my
friendship is like a
friend.
different type
You're
of
only my
friendship.
friend.
Like,
That's what
but
you
if you not my friend, it's nothing you could say that could bother. I think that's why the comment section or peep trolls on the internet, they don't ever get to me because y'all don't know me. I don't value anything you say as like you my friend or I got love for you or I care. Like, damn, that hurt me what you said. It's like, nah. So it's like once I'm removed from, and I think that's with friendships too. It don't necessarily have to be just with girls I dealt with. It could be with friends too. Like I could still have genuine love for you and never speak to you again in life. That may sound completely ice cold, right?
It made all the sense in the world.
But just imagine telling you, I don't have no intentions on speaking to you or none of that. We ain't got to be cool or nothing like that. But I wish you the best. Like, I don't wish no harm on you.
It goes back to the whole passion of.
Yeah, like, it's no in between. I feel like there's no in between.
Y'all go from one extreme to the other.
I mean, that's Geminis too. But I feel like with Geminis,
we be with Geminis,
it's the calm and it's the build up. With Virgos,
we're obsessed with you, and then we will just like I seen this meme,
and we never knew you, right?
We never even met you.
Never knew you. Yes,
never knew you. I seen a meme
that
said that. They said Geminis need to be studied because they go from being obsessed with you to like never meeting you ever. Like it's like hot and cold. Like
they be
Virgos
like who?
Yeah, it's like you didn't even exist. It never happened. Virgos,
what's your name? And I know you from where?
Yeah,
elementary school.
They'll cut you off, but it's more of a passionate thing. Like, I can't believe they did this, and I'm not speaking to them because of this. Gemini, it's like no explanation needed. It's just tuned out. Like that's
step right over your body.
Once it is what it is, it's like, yeah.
Because I always tell him this. I feel like with us, it's whatever makes sense in our head. Okay, this makes sense to me. This is how I feel. That's it. Nothing's changed. Like once I'm okay with it here, that's it. Like that's it. It ain't no thinking about it no more. I don't feel like they existed in my head. They don't exist in my life. I'm cutting them off. Like it's that simple. And we move on.
Yeah.
Virgos, for them, they plan everything out. It has to be a certain way. It's contemplated. They go back and forth with themselves.
Sometimes I wish I didn't have.
They're more complex. They're more complex.
Sometimes I wish I wasn't so complex because
we more blunt.
I think me being, it's not that I'm not blunt because with certain things I can be extremely blunt, but it's a different kind.
You know what I mean? It's a different type of blunt.
It's a different kind of blunt.
We just be like, okay.
Because with Virgos, we more like we're gonna speak our mind before we think about how it may affect.
Yeah, because it goes to
it's not we're not saying it to hurt your feelings in the first place anyway. It's just like, damn, you really. So those the shoes you wanted to wear today? I'm not trying to say nothing. I'm not trying to say nothing crazy, but I know you see the shoes. I know you see these sneakers you have on today.
We don't even go there. We just be like, okay.
No. You knew you were hanging out with me today.
We be like, okay.
You know me forever. You know.
Like, okay.
If I would have showed up, that's a Virgo. A Virgo. I'm gonna ask you a question. If I would have showed up in the sneakers that you have on, what would you have done? It's just like we just want to lay it out for you, like so you can understand where we're coming from. And I think in the midst of doing that, we're assholes. In the midst of me trying to ask you a question so I can take, I want to put myself in the equation so you can look at it from where I'm looking at it from.
Don't do all that.
Let's say if I had 3 cuts in my eyebrows right now with a blonde goatee, you wouldn't ask me like where I'm at with it right now. Like, but if I ask a person that, they'll be like, Jarvis is being an asshole. No, you got 3 cuts in your eyebrows with a gold.
You're doing the complex part. We might be thinking that, but we're not.
Cuts in your eyebrows trying to wild out.
Geminis,
y'all gonna just sit there and be like, okay. No.
Knowledge. We be like, okay.
But this is the thing.
Because in our mind, you're already dead. We just like, okay.
No, but as a Virgo, I have to know.
See, they gotta know. We don't need to know.
I have to know what made you do that.
Geminis don't do that. We know. We got it up here. We cool. Like it is what it is.
The other part of Virgo is the way y'all weigh things, because Virgo is the judge. The outward criticism is 1%. The inward self-analysis, criticism is 1,000. So if they said that, if Jay said that, for instance, he had to think of every other possible instance to try to justify before he asked the question. So he's not talking to you from a malice space. He's talking to you like I went through every possible scenario. Like maybe this. Wait, I gotta know now. So I understand. I gotta know now. Like
we don't,
I need to know where you're coming from.
That's the thing with me. I'm not like that. I just be and I tell him sometimes, I'll be like, Jarvis, you don't have to know. It is what it is.
You gotta know.
No, you're right. They have to know. And
how you said in life, I got to know. Yes, I got to know.
I feel like
I got to know.
I feel like all the Virgos in my life are like that. My mom is like,
did y'all see that movie, The Accountant? Did y'all see that movie, The Accountant? Y'all see that movie, The Accountant?
Yes, that's my joint with Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck. There's 2 parts.
I didn't really get into part 2 fully.
But you're right. What you're saying, they all have to need closure on.
If you look at The Accountant, like The Accountant, he said, "It's not finished. I'm not finished. I have to finish."
That's how they are.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, so when
I have a bad habit like that too. Like when I'm editing music or when I'm working on a video and I'm color grading a video or something. It's like you just don't know. It's like that's it. It's done. You don't need to do more to it. But as a Virgo, you always feel like you can make it.
No, just in general. With conversations, with situations, he always has to know.
You always feel like you can.
I feel like
you can explain it better. You can say it better.
You don't need to know that. It's done. We be in the bed, pajamas on, scarf on, do-rag on, and he'll look at me and be like, I just really need to know. And I'll be like, no,
it'll be something from like 4 hours ago.
I'll be like, you do not need to know that. Go to bed.
I can't go to bed until I know that.
Right. So
you know what I'm saying?
Let him have that.
Meanwhile, after I took my shower, put my 2-piece on, made my last salat for the night, I let it go. Yeah. I'm just like, it is going to be look, I'm done with it. I'm going to bed.
Because I still...
he's still thinking about it. And it could be the smallest. It could be, why did the guy do that when we was at dinner? Like in the restaurant. I still can't believe that he would do that when we handed him the credit card.
For instance, that's
the other part of Mercury. We got Mercury on one side. They got Mercury on a whole nother side. So
my mind is different.
I mean, like, let it go.
My mind just work crazy. Like she's sitting here saying that, right? Now listen to where my mind goes to as she's saying, giving you that example. As she's giving you that example about how my mind works, my mind automatically goes to just how you said I wake up in the middle of the night. I'm like, oh, dang. As you're saying that, I'm like, yo, what made them want to do rock live?
See, this is what I'm saying. Like he just
now that this is my mind, it just went to that like random things. It's like, well, damn, they really did a season of rock live in front of a studio audience, as if they didn't take the show in front of a studio audience too.
They did 2 seasons of rock live.
No, but once again, he just.
But why?
But that's the thing. It's always.
I can answer that. That's a beautiful question, because they did Rock Live 2 seasons because of the network that they were on.
They were on Fox, right?
Rock and Charles Dutton and that whole crew came from theater.
Yeah.
So everybody there has a theater background. So that's live. Right. So the constraints of fixing and editing and all that it trapped them. And then they were competing with the other shows on the network. So they stepped outside of the box and went back to the theater and brought the theater to the sitcom and said, we're going to do it live. Married with Children. They're competing with Married with Children and all these other people.
Yeah.
They were so competitive that Norm from Cheers and Carla from Cheers came on the episode. They were on a couple of episodes together. You understand what I'm saying? So
I didn't understand.
They were bringing in so many rappers, talent, all kinds of people.
Yeah.
Everybody was on that show. They started flocking to the show, but they had to raise the ante in regards to remaining competitive. because they were on that competitive network and they had to compete with the rest of those shows. So when they did the outside of the box thing, and they were on prime time, prime time television time on air. Right. So they did it. They had to do it live.
I never knew that. I promise you. I know that was a random thing that just came to my mind, but
I'm a rock guy. I love rock. Like
me too. That random thing that just came to my mind as a Virgo, when I asked you, you basically just gave me an answer and put me up on something I wouldn't have never known. I didn't even think about that. Like they all came from theater, and doing it live was basically like one big play. And it was like they was showcasing a different format that I can't say a lot. No sitcoms was doing that really.
Right. Not live. Everybody was doing pre-record, because you can fix it. Yeah. Because you can fix it. You can't fix it live. So they're there in their moments. If you see their position in the stance, they're back on the stage. They're back in love with what their first love is. So it's like we do all of our things, and then they put it out, and you looking at it like, oh, nah, that's not how we would do this. Right. So they're literally going through how they would do this on the stage, and he handpicked his people. Those are his people from the theater. The guy who played his pops, Ella Joyce, Gemini's sister, right? She played his wife, Rocky Carroll. All of them come from the theater with him. So it's like, all right, we went in on another level with our peeps. Like with y'all was like, hey, why people can't get money with their lady? That was one of the first joints for, Jane After Dark. I was like, oh, this is ill right here, because people haven't graduated.
Coming soon, season 2 coming soon. We back in action.
I love it. So winning with your fan, winning with your fan. Why wouldn't you, win with your fan like that? They could do Shakespeare together. Why couldn't they do this? Right. You see what I'm saying? So it's the same status. So everybody else is looking like, oh, this is new and cutting edge. Oh, we can talk about the problems. They talked about all the problems. They didn't run past nothing, and they spoke directly to it. Right. Directly to it in Baltimore, of all places, right? So putting all of the things together, they had the Nation out there. They had, Clifton Powell gets his real start over there. Yep. Tone Loc is over there. Heavy D's over there. Jamie Foxx is over there. You see the cameo of Queen Latifah. In Vogue is on the show, and they did the music. So it's like all of these things all together. It went from the jazz element to the right now element live. So that live element changed the game. And then everybody else is scrambling, trying to figure out, well, why aren't our numbers like this? Because you're not doing this.
Yeah.
So it's a different
I ain't never think about that.
Well, the dynamics was different. I mean, just to think of, how TV was back then. And we were so excited to see the guest appearances from so many people, back then.
And they were shouting their people out too, like real people from the audience. Hey, happy birthday to such and such. Like they were doing added things that made that whole thing great. They showed us the people in the crowd before they went live, and then they showed them literally changing stuff on the set when they went to commercial. They go into commercial, you see them moving stuff and people running through the thing. Like you got the whole experience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got the whole experience.
As a youngin', I used to look at that like, yo, this is dope. I've never seen it.
And then as a kid, it was exciting to see what the set looked like, because we just, after a while of watching it, you just feel like it's really a living room. It's really a kitchen, Mm-hmm. So when you would see the camera go out and see like, oh my God, this is really like one big thing. It's just a wall in between. Like it really ain't a house. Those stairs
a stage set. You really tripping out like a
right. That's like 10, 11 years old. You're like, wow, they really, because I used to think that, like, I remember watching Full House, like, this is really their living room. It's like, no, this is a set. Like, Family Matters. Like, this is a set.
Right. So the stagehands got real busy and made it as real to life as possible.
Yeah. So I mean, just to see it, as a kid, it's like, wow, this is really weird. And I remember,
and that pan out is next level. I'm like, so this angle that is capturing with extreme close-ups and all these other situations, that same camera on the pan out is like,
As a
that
kid,
is
it blows your mind. Like we remember when he was at the he was working at the Fox lot, and we took Johnny to the Fox lot twice.
She was amazing.
And we did like a little miniature walkthrough, or whatever, and they let us ride the little cart, and she was like blown away because she couldn't believe like this is the areas where they do shows, and we would show her shows like that. You know, this is where they film so and so, and this is like the outside. Remember on this part of the show when they was outside by the car? This is that.
Like when they did Sister, and this was the.
And she was like amazed.
In season 3,
because you see the block and you're like, wait a minute, you're putting it together in your head. Like I remember that episode.
And the front of it looked like the front of a building
in New York.
And then when you go behind the wall,
it's nothing.
It's just like it's lights and like ladders and all of that. You like, yo, this look like a brownstone on the Cosby Show.
Right.
Or it look like a restaurant, but it's really not.
You go behind it. You go behind it. It'd be boxes and ladders and chairs and shit.
So it was like blowing her away. But I remember being that age and watching shows and being like, oh, this is really just a set. It's like
her own wonderment. That's a beautiful thing for her to have.
Like the last episode of Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when Carlton ran through all of the sets.
Yeah.
Right.
Because the more you watch it, you really think like they are going upstairs to their bedrooms. And it's like there's no upstairs. Like,
Carlton was the truth.
There's
so I got a question, not necessarily, but thoughts on, rest in peace, Malcolm Jamal Warner. I don't know if y'all got a chance to talk about it, but y'all relationship to Malcolm Jamal Warner. People still calling him Theo. He passed, and they still call him Theo.
Theo forever. Yo,
right.
So just Warner, respectfully to him and his family and his lineage, but he's always going to be Theo,
which is like our big brother in our head.
Yeah, like to us,
he's our first TV brother that we looked up to.
He's always going to be Theo.
Yeah.
Respectfully,
even not though, like in a playful
even though
manner.
We're saying rest in peace to Malcolm Jamal Warner,
right?
Malcolm Jamal Warner will always be Theo to us. You know what I'm saying? Like
our first introduction to him.
Yeah, to some people, like how we was just talking about, the movies and all that. To some people, Lawrence Fishburne gonna always be cornbread.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gonna always be cornbread Earl and me. They killed cornbread. He
wasn't even doing nothing.
He wasn't even doing nothing. He was a little kid. But to some people, he gonna be Furious. To some people, he gonna be, that's my daddy name. He gonna be Ike Turner. To me, like, Angela Bassett will forever be Tina Turner. Like, Denzel could play whatever he want. He Detroit Red. That's Malcolm X. He don't look nothing like Malcolm X.
Yeah.
He don't look nothing like Malcolm X. He played the role so good that we gonna forever call him.
And even when other people play Malcolm, we still be like, nah, it wasn't.
Nah, man. Anybody in the world could play Muhammad Ali. Go ahead and do it. Will Smith did it. I seen Will Smith change the way his body muscle was, and he talked like him. He did everything. He embodied that. Jamie Foxx was Ray.
Yeah.
He was Ray.
So I feel like to answer your question, like,
Theo
he will always be Theo, respectfully.
And he did so much more than just.
He did so much for that, and we know so many people that are connected to him. My dad went on a trip with him, a men's trip with him, and he got to spend time with him. So
nobody has anything bad to say.
I've never heard anybody say bad.
I never heard anybody say anything bad about him as a person, as a character that they worked with. When you think of Malcolm Jamal Warner, you always think of him with like a big smile. You know what I'm saying? Whether he was like Malcolm and Eddie, whether he was Theo, whether he was dancing in a hip hop video or directing video, when he was the teacher on the Cosby Show and the kid was he had to read backwards. No matter what he was, it was like, man, like.
And it was always like a ray of light.
He made you feel good.
He was the cool big brother, but he also shed light on things, like, so I will always hold him to a certain standard. I always feel like he was like our big brother in our head. TV, Cosby Show.
Leo.
We watched his voice change. We watched him grow facial hair. We watched him.
We had the Gordon Gartrell. We had the
we watched him graduate.
Go to the prom, like all of that stuff. So
and then I just found out he directed the episode where Vanessa goes to come on, baby, do the locomotion. Theo
He
directed that episode.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, somebody took a screenshot
The credits.
of the credits when it's going off, and it said directed by Malcolm Jamal Warner. It's
He
like little
didn't
things like
do the
that.
episode of the Reggie, did he? Like he did.
I don't think so. But you know, he directed New Edition Any Heartbreak video.
Yes.
Yeah, man. Like
Which is crazy.
things like that is just dope, man. That's just
He
dope.
was a doctor on shows. He did all kind of stuff. He's like, wait a minute, like, yo, this dude is larger than life. You know, larger than life.
And just to know that it was, and just to know it was somebody that was a little bit older than us, that we actually grew up. We watched them grow up, and we respect.
A Jersey dude too.
Yo, remember the dance? Yo, remember the dance? One of my favorite episodes ever. Remember the Dance Mania episode?
Yes.
Cockroach.
Look, Eddie Winslow, he tried. He's not Theo. He tried.
Well, Eddie had vocals, so he was different.
Now, Eddie sung with Tracy Spencer. He walked through, he said, whatever happened.
I think he got points with his singing. With Shanice and with Tracy Spencer. So
he said, wherever we come from. Like, Eddie, that wasn't the note. That wasn't Tender Kisses note. But he did it, though. He had a little ballet jacket.
I feel like he was different. Theo was cooler. Like
Theo was way cooler.
Yeah, more swag.
But he admitted that he struggled with that though. Like he was cooler, but people was calling him corny.
Right. I mean, I think all child stars go through that.
I mean, he was the Cosby Kid.
Because he was the Cosby Kid, and they were so clean cut, like, so they put a lot on them.
You got to remember, they had Vanessa, Sandra, Denise,
and
Rudy. It was just Theo.
But just being a Cosby Kid and the only guy, you know that.
And he handpicked. You know, Dr. Cosby, he handpicked everybody.
Yeah, and you can tell because of the dynamic with each kid with him. So
Cockroach was supposed to be like a one-time guy, and he auditioned for Theo.
They said that.
Yeah.
Where the hell did
Carl Payne Jr.
Where the hell did Cousin Pam come from? She just popped up doing dances in the beginning.
What they did with her was they wrote her in because they wanted her because she was supposed to be somebody that they was going to take into a different world. So they wrote her in.
So they tried to buy when
but she made the show younger because at that time I was getting older, right? And I remember I was growing out of
the Rudy and Bud.
I was growing out of the Rudy and the Bud, and I was watching a different world. I always tell people I thought Hillman was real.
Everybody did.
Like no. I thought I lived a couple blocks away from City College.
Everybody thought Hillman was a real college. That's what I'm saying.
But they probably didn't think they were going.
No, everybody thought that's what people wanted to
I thought probably until first year of high school that I was going to. Probably until like the late 90s.
A lot of people thought it was a real college.
I thought I was going.
And they was like, "Oh, I'm going to go there."
I thought Sinbad was going to be my gym teacher. I thought Mr. Gaines. I was going to get burgers and stuff like that from the place.
Which?
They did a great job with it because everybody tells me that's how a college was. I was going to say. Like a black college.
Not even just a black college, but when I went to West Virginia, we had a place that was like, it's called the Mountain Lair. We had a place that we hung out in, and then people would buy food, and you would just all meet up every day there. So colleges do have those places that, you know, you hang out and you see the same workers, and some of the students work there. So it do be places like that in colleges. It's just that one was a set.
When I used to go to visit my homeboy down at Clark, Atlanta, it used to feel like that. Like it was something like middle, like with Clark, Spelman, and what's the other school? Morehouse. Like they would all meet. Like I guess if you was going to a certain class or something, you could. And I would be like, man, because I got accepted to Morris Brown, and I just was like, I'm not doing that. But I'm glad if I would have went, it would have closed down anyway. You got accepted. I got accepted. Neither one of us went. That's how it works. You know what I'm saying? Like you ended up going to West Virginia. I got accepted to NYU. It didn't work. I forgot what we was just talking about right now.
You were saying like in Clark they had the area where they eat. I forgot the name of it, but I've been there before. Yeah. And it was in the middle of the three schools, and everybody hung out there throughout the day. Yeah. It was like it's like a hangout.
So back.
Yeah, we were talking a different world reference. So
I thought that I was gonna go to Hillman. So when you say that she was supposed to be like a spinoff, and I think at that time that whole And look, for everybody watching, this is just how we rock. Like I always tell you, this is not an interview. We just be having like great conversation. So this is how we end up in 2025 talking about like season 9 of the Cosby Show when Cousin Pam came, and we trying to figure out what was the correlation. So just walk with us right now.
Different worlds coming back.
Yeah, different worlds.
It's gonna come back.
So Denise went to college, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just follow me. Denise went to college. Somehow she grows these dreads, right? And she meets the dude that was the Marine, right? When the fuck did she leave from college?
Well, she dropped out. She was only there 1 season.
So
that was the big thing. When she came back home, they was like, well, wait a minute, you were supposed to be, well, I didn't want to go to school anymore.
But she was on A Different World.
For 1 season. And then she decided she didn't want to go back.
But then it's like she went from being on A Different World to just coming back with dreadlocks and like, hey, yeah, guys.
Because that was the storyline. She dropped out of college.
She had got pregnant in real life.
Right,
so
but the storyline of Cosby was she dropped out.
Got you.
So they had to meld. They had to meld it together, like
because look, as a youngin,
to be back on the
As a youngin, they threw me off. They threw me for a loop so much with that because I used to watch this used to be like my thing as a kid. I was a complete sitcom fanatic.
That's what we had to watch.
You know what I'm saying? You know how like some people was from the era of the floor model TV. And they from CBS, NBC, Fox, ABC, WPIX, and like PBS, like Rita Rainbow and Bob Ross. That's all they got.
That's all we had.
Now, me and Dana, we're from the we get like we get a BET and the MTV.
That was later though.
You know, but I'm just saying, like, as we were growing up, we had like we didn't just have those like channel 2, 4, 5, 7, and 11. We still had like the cable channels and all of that. So I say that to say, even though I watched a lot of cable and a lot of stuff like that, my grandmom's had 10 kids. So I feel like all of her kids had certain things that were like their thing. And me being like a little like Virgo, always want to learn more, always want to ask questions, being nosy. I might have had one uncle that he was heavy into like De La Soul and this and that. Then I had one uncle that might have watched Sanford and Sons and the Jeffersons. Now, I'm a little kid. I'm watching Good Times, Sanford and Son, and the Jeffersons. I'm not knowing that these are shows from 10 years ago. I'm not knowing that these shows came on in the 70s. I'm probably, you know what I'm saying? So I'm watching so many sitcoms that I start to study sitcoms. You know what I'm saying? So when we talking about the Cosby Show, yes, we feel like we grew with we watched Theo's voice change.
So that was the thing.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like same thing with A Different World. I was so in tune with it. I would watch the Cosby Show and I would watch A Different World, and I would correlate the two of Denise being there. But I think I might have correlated more at the beginning and the end when the credits come on and they say created by William Cosby, directed by blah blah blah, Debbie Allen, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, damn, so this is like a part of the Cosby Show too. But A Different World, I don't think A Different World came on the same night as the Cosby Show.
It did.
It did?
After, yeah. It did. Because they wanted it to be like right after.
So at some point they moved it because I used to watch The Simpsons. I was a Bart fanatic, right? The Simpsons came on a certain night, and maybe the Cosby Show might have came on Thursday or something like that.
This was on Sunday.
Then they did some shit, and they put the Simpsons and the Cosby on the. I remember as a kid, it got me so mad because I couldn't watch both at the same time. I may be wrong. Somebody jump in the comments and let me know. I may be wrong, but I remember that was around the time when Cousin Pam came, and it was like.
That was the 90s.
I was getting older, but I felt like the Cosby Show was getting younger. Like, it was like Raven Simone,
right?
And then you had Winnie and Nelson. Mm-hmm. But then you had Cousin Pam, and they brought in like Alan Payne and Charmaine and all of them. And it's like, oh,
yes.
Well, even though this is like still like the Cosby Show, they kind of bringing in like young, like cool people. They wearing their hat to the back. They saying, "Yo, Mr. Cosby."
Well, at that point, it got a little more hip hop going on.
And I think they kept me there. Like it kept me because at that
people
time
got
I probably
older.
was supposed to just be on a different world.
No, it got older, and I think that he did a really good job with keeping up with the times. Because you got to remember when it first came on, it was like 84.
Yeah, because a lot of sitcoms lost me.
They was dressing like how they looked in different strokes.
The Cosby Show held me. This is crazy. Sitcoms was like a big thing in my life.
That's what was.
The Cosby Show held me even to the point when Dougie Doug came.
Yeah.
Yes.
I was still watching that version of the Cosby Show, nigga.
Yes.
I didn't even know what the hell I was like. What the fuck is that? I didn't know what the premises of this show was.
And that was Sinbad's first shot.
That was Sinbad's
He was the car salesman. He was a comedian for a long time, but he did the car salesman thing, and that's what got him on a different world. If that doesn't happen, we don't get him.
Yes, I used to like Sinbad stand up. There's another 21 questions while we're here. Because we're asking all these questions right now. We're asking wild questions. When you say Sinbad, my Virgo mind works crazy. Do you remember like the Sinbad stand-ups? Did he do an HBO stand-up?
Yes.
What was some of your favorite stand-ups from like that time when people used to do their HBO? Remember like Steve Harvey had the HBO joint. His name was spelled out in the big letters in the back. It said like
Robin Harris,
Harvey in big block letters, and he had the fake ass fade.
Right. Robin Harris gave me the greatest HBO special.
Yes, man. Robin Harris.
Harris. Rest in peace to Robin. Robin Harris was, for me, one of the greatest comedians I had ever heard of before I saw him. Like I heard the album versions, right? And then I saw him, before House Party, I saw him do those things, like the Comedy Act Theater and all that. Like
things.
They had a little series called Why We Laugh. Mm-hmm. And that was telling, one of his stories. Like he was for me, the quintessential. I know people go back to Red Fox and Richard Pryor, and Eddie Murphy, and Raw, Delirious, all that. But Robin Harris, he had the crowd. The reason why comedians do crowd work is because of Robin Harris, not nobody else.
Well, they said that special that we watched.
He was a monster. He was somebody
hilarious.
That went the way that we could appreciate a Bernie Mac later on.
Yeah, and you know what I noticed about Robin Harris, because coming up in that time, I think I used to get a lot of my comedy off of. I was one of those kids. I used to stay up late. This is the cable era, so I used to stay up late. And like on some of those channels, they might show like little stand-up comedy stuff where it might be like little Comic View type shows, or
Uptown Comedy Club.
It wouldn't be a Comic View like Uptown Comedy Club, and it'd be like those type of shows. I used to see Robin Harris on those a lot, and I tell Dana this too a lot of times. I used to enjoy the genius of people and not even understand how much of geniuses they really were. I'll give you 3 examples real quick. Robin Harris is one. I used to love his stand-up. Hated Bebe's Kids. Didn't understand it. I used to tell Dana this all the time. I did not like Bebe's Kids. I thought that was like, I never watched. I used to just think like,
that's not him. He had already died.
I don't think this is funny. But it was funny.
That's Faison Love trying to do his best Robin Harris impression in an old. But that's not him. But he wrote it. He did the bit. He did all of the things that went along with it. But he passed before he could actually have creative control of what he created. So they brought in.
It was cool, but
I feel like you would get it now.
Another one. Paul Mooney.
Yeah.
John Witherspoon.
Yeah.
I love Paul Mooney and John Witherspoon stand up. I didn't know how much shit that they were involved in where they weren't like the front person. I thought Keenan Ivory Wayans, I thought I'm Gonna Get You Sucker was corny. I thought I'm Gonna Get You Sucker was one of the most corniest movies I've ever seen in my life. But I like Don't Be a Menace to South Central while drinking your juice in the hood. And I think it was just because I didn't think Keenan Ivory Wayans was a funny. I just didn't think. I thought In Living Color was amazing, but I didn't put Keenan Ivory Wayans with Richard Pryor. I didn't put Keenan Ivory Wayans with Paul Mooney or one of them. But when I look at Raw and I see Keenan Ivory Wayans in the writer shit, I'm like, damn, Keenan Ivory Wayans ain't got nothing to do with Eddie Raw. This is one of my favorite stand-ups ever. But as I'm getting older, I'm like, oh no, he had a lot to do with your favorite stand-up ever.
Yes.
You just didn't know it because he wasn't in the forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Charlie Murphy, Robert Townsend. There's a group of them that are there that are hilarious.
Robert Townsend, one of my favorite directors, producers of black. I don't want to say black. I just like to say whatever. He's like one of my favorite directors, producers ever. But I don't look at Robert Townsend as a comedian. You understand what I'm saying? Like I don't. Maybe that's weird. Maybe I wasn't around for his early stuff, but I look at him more of like the Five Heartbeats. And
if you go back to Hollywood Shuffle, he explains the entire industry,
stuff like that. Yeah. I don't look at him like how I would look at a Robin Harris. Like he could do crowd work. He could control a. Robert Townsend didn't give me that, but Robert Townsend gave me it. Like he could put together a great piece of work. Even like his sitcom, The Parenthood. I used to watch The Parenthood. It was like goofy, goofball, black family type stuff, but I can't say I didn't watch his show. I can't say I didn't go see The Media Man.
Oh, you like Zaria?
Yeah.
I used to think Zaria was hot stuff.
You thought Zaria was hot stuff too?
On The
That's
Parenthood.
a fact. That's a fact. That is a
but
fact.
I thought Topanga was hot stuff too. So it's not just like the black girl, you know? I thought Six was hot stuff on Blossom. I thought Blossom wasn't it, but Six should have been Blossom. I don't give a fuck nobody say. We're going to keep it a buck tonight. Shout out to Joey Lawrence. Whoa.
So you
Happy
didn't like,
Whoa. No, if we going to talk, let's talk. If y'all want to go viral, we go viral.
So you didn't like Kelly Kapowski?
All right, well, let's have a conversation then. So who, you said who?
Kelly Kapowski or Lisa
Kelly
Turtle.
Kelly Kapowski was a go. Lisa Turtle was a go.
You didn't like Lisa Turtle?
I like Lisa Turtle. She was the only black girl on the show, so I had to rock with Lisa Turtle.
You like Lisa Turtle?
Lisa Turtle was the truth.
I didn't think Jessie Spano was hot stuff till Showgirls. Showgirls, I was like, I see what AC Slater was talking about. She got me now. She got me on Showgirls. Yeah,
that was a different situation.
You know who I never heard nobody talk about? And I don't want to say anything crazy. I don't know if she's still alive or not, but I never heard nobody say nothing crazy about like what was the girl from Growing Pains? Like the sister from Growing. I never heard nobody say the sister from Growing Pains was like lit.
No, she wasn't the star.
The joint from what was the sister name from Who's the Boss?
Alyssa Milano.
Now look, you see how fast you just said King of the Hill, lady? That she was on King of the Hill, right?
No,
she was King of Queens.
the lady from King of the Hill. She was on Married with Children when she was young. But the Cosby Show had a bunch of people on there.
No,
Belinda,
that's her name. All right, okay. I'm sorry, sister.
Belinda Williams was on the Cosby Show.
Yes.
Melinda Williams was Vanessa's friend on the Cosby Show.
You know who was the best?
Alicia Keys was Rudy's friend on the Cosby Show.
Alicia Keys was on the Cosby Show? I was today years old when I found that out.
What's his name? Adam Sandler was on the Cosby Show. He was Theo's friend.
I remember.
Theo's friend.
You see what I'm saying?
Stacey Dash was on the when Stacey Dash was on the. Now, I don't know about right now because she's on the other side. But when Stacey Dash was on the Cosby Show, that was the epitome of what I thought I was gonna get a girl that looked like. That little Asa.
Keenan and Damon were both in a different world. They were in the background.
They were in a different world. Tupac was on a different world, and he was hitting Jasmine Guy and Jada Pinkett. Nigga, what are you talking about?
Gemini.
I was legendary.
He was hitting Whitley Gilbert and Lena James.
Lena James.
Yeah, Piccolo pulled up. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about when Piccolo was on a different world and he was hitting Dwayne Wayne joint and Dorian's joint.
Well, Dorian.
Yeah, Dorian. Right. He played Jermaine Jackson in American Dream. I remember that too.
Dorian.
Yeah.
Legend.
Michael Jackson, Virgo.
He's a legend.
Michael Jackson.
And, what's my man name that was on every show? He was on Thea. He was on Drumline. He was on everything. Quiet
Thea.
Money, Michael Jackson. What's his name?
Jason. Shout out to my man Jason Weaver, man. Yo,
Jason
Thea,
Weaver
man,
is as a legend and the truth. The definition of quiet money. He got money for a long time, very quietly. Like he had money.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yo, I used to watch Thea because they had a character on there. His name was Jarvis.
Yes.
Some people watched it because Brandy was on there. I didn't care about Brandy. I was watching.
Jarvis was on. He was on True Colors too.
Brandy was out.
You said what?
He was on True Colors too. That other show.
Was his name Jarvis?
No, his name wasn't. His name was Jarvis on Thea, but he was on the other show.
I don't watch them. And what I didn't like is
he had the flat top. He
wasn't even really cool on Thea. It's just his name was Jarvis. He wasn't really cool on Thea. He used to tuck his shirt in. He was like a fake Zach Morris type dude, but his name was Jarvis.
Hold on, everybody. Wasn't Zach?
I said he was a fake Zach Morris.
All right.
You know, another thing we was watching. You see how my mind just be jumping all over the place, right?
Like
Virgo season though. We was watching Saved by the Bell the other day, right? We just be watching some wild stuff. We watching Saved by the Bell, and we happened to come across the first season. Did you know the first season of Saved by the Bell was not really called Saved by the Bell?
Good Morning, Miss Bliss.
It was called Good Morning, Miss Bliss, and it was really about the teacher,
Miss Bliss.
And Zach wasn't the main character. AC Slater wasn't on there. Right. Kelly Kapowski wasn't on there. Jesse Spano wasn't on there. No. The only ones that was on there was Zach, Screech,
and
Lisa, and they had like another Kelly, and they had like another AC Slater type kid. Zach wasn't the main artist. Like, a mosquito must have like really did me dirty. But they ended up changing the whole school around. This is what Dana put me onto too. In the first season, they was going to like John F. Kennedy Jr. school, junior high school. It wasn't Bayside.
No, it wasn't Bayside. No, it wasn't Bayside.
You see how my mind worked? You see how I just really like sat in? Like,
didn't they switch out the principal?
Mr. Belden was there though.
Yeah, they just got rid of. But Miss Bliss was the teacher and the principal. I think Mr. Belden was the dean.
He was there though.
Because one of them was the dean.
No,
she might have been the principal, or she might have been the dean and a teacher.
Mr. Belden was there.
This is how my mind works.
But I wanted to go to Beverly Hills 90210.
That
was the one.
She lived out here. She wanted to do that. I know. I wanted to go to Sunset Park.
They was driving convertibles. They was
on a whole nother level right there. Luke Perry and all that. Troy Spelling.
It's really
who
really
wrote that? Aaron Spelling.
That was the girl.
Like her dad. Didn't her dad write that? Aaron Spelling? Is that one of them? Aaron Spelling, yes. Crazy.
Yo, I remember, man.
Doogie Howser.
All that nut.
Hold on. Doogie Howser, MD. Once you hit a. He's like, oh, man. Doogie had his little homie. He used to climb through the window. Nah, Beverly Hills 90210.
Beverly Hills 90210.
This is how much of a TV fanatic I was. It's not a TV show that you can name that I can't pick a monumental moment from that show and tell you about that moment. Beverly Hills 90210. Where were you? Dylan blew up in the limo.
Oh, I was crushed.
You was crushed when Dylan blew up in the limo?
Dylan was the one.
Then they started playing the little slow music and all that.
90210 was on for a long time, so it had some intersection with like Dawson's Creek and all that other stuff that came on.
Probably watched it. My mother used to be like, "What are you watching that for?" She couldn't understand it. I loved it.
I thought 90210 was so fire. I started watching Melrose Place.
I love 90210.
Oh, Melrose Place.
He knows.
The spin-off, right?
Let me tell you knowledge. I even watched the reboot of 90210.
Yeah, she watched totally the joint with Mike from The Wire.
With Michael from The Wire, Mac
Wiles.
Really?
He did a great job on that.
She had to put me up on that.
He did a great.
That's my dude right there.
He did. Let me tell you something. He's an artist also. He was not Mike Wiles in 90210. He did a great job. Like, I don't hear people talk about that enough. He was not Michael in The Wire. He was a totally different person.
Yeah.
I loved it.
He's a good actor too.
And I'm hard critic because 90210 was big for me. So for when they rebooted it, I was like, I don't know about this.
You know what show I still watch to this day?
I'm sliding in the question while y'all contemplating. Top 5 characters for you in The Wire. All right. So,
on The Wire?
Yeah.
I like Stringer. I mean, of course Stringer, of course Avon, of course Marlo.
I'm gonna go with Weebay.
Weebay.
Because I know Weebay. So I gotta be biased on that one. But
you can go with any
and probably you said Weebay, Stringer,
Avon Barksdale, Stringer Bell, Weebay, Marlo.
You said Marlo?
Yeah, it could be Chris, it could be Snoop.
I mean, Snoop was undeniable.
It could be
and Meth, and I gotta say Meth. Like Meth came in.
I ain't gonna lie,
Meth came in crazy.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. Omar, Michael K. Williams, rest in peace. That was a hell of a role.
He did that.
That was a hell of a role.
I could have never, ever in life or death. You understand? But that dude, that's a whole nother level.
I feel like some people are just naturals. Like Snoop was born to do that role. He was born to do that role. Certain roles for people they were just born to do, and
he got Snoop the role. She said,
yeah, they just were born to do that role. He did such a great job. Like Snoop, I felt like she did such a great job. She said she was playing herself.
Bodie was my dude immediately, and he just stayed my dude until he died. You know what I'm saying? Bodie was my dude.
It was just so many. It's hard.
Brother Mouzone was my other dude, right? Brother Mouzone, his entrance. You understand? Yeah. It's a whole nother level of entrance.
I mean, I'm biased with that because I just felt like why he had to have a bow tie on.
He was a brother. He was a militant brother.
He was another level of brother. When Avon's sister said,
no nonsense,
look, when Avon's sister said, "Oh, you calling in the brother?" Like the shookness
a lot
that
of those
resonated. This dude from New York.
Like Avon, his sister, the nephew. This mosquito killed me. The nephew. Remember when the nephew got locked up and they was like, "Man, we don't know. He might snitch."
Yeah.
I got a question for you.
So Bodie, let me do my top 5 real quick before I forget. Yeah. Bodie, Mouzone, Chris Partlow, what's his name? Chris Partlow. Chris Partlow is me for real. Like that whole Michael and Slim Charles. Greatest characters ever. Slim Charles. He
wrote it out to the end.
And my honorable mention is Marlo. Chris, Snoop, and all of them had to be from somebody who was like the most insane person alive. And that's who Marlo was. Because you got this is the crop of your people. Like Avon is Weebay and Slim Charles. So these are the people that's running with him. People who got cold, family type of situation, their loyalty unmatched, whatever the game is, it is what it is. Nobody was too big for their britches, and it was time to go down, they go down. So you see Chris and you see Weebay in the yard.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that was the greatest thing. Unfortunately, they in prison, but I'm seeing them like, you know what I'm saying? So Cheese got whacked based off of loyalty. Prop Joe got whacked because he didn't know how to leave shit alone. You know what I'm saying? So literally it was the same instance. He's like, oh, my nephew. Oh, my sister's boy. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like that same itch. So Omar told him to his face, like, nah, Joe, I need you to not do you with this type of situation. So it was a whole bunch of things that was there. But them 5 characters for me, you know, Bodie, like y'all ain't putting me in none of the Vegas. All right, don't worry about it. You ain't about to make it to a vacant.
No, the Vegas, man.
He loves The Wire.
Like,
he still watches The Wire.
I'll just throw in season 3 some
That's like one of his favorites.
Yeah. The Wire, New York. Well, I was gonna say New York Undercover, but this is a question I wanted to ask you when you said The Wire. This is a question I got for you.
Yeah.
Wire or The Corner? I know The Corner is just a limited series and it's one season, but The Wire or The Corner?
The Wire. The Wire show what The Corner could have done what it was
Yes.
expanded.
It was
It gave
I
it
think
more
the corner
time.
was only like what 5 or
the-
6 episodes.
The corner was the precipice. The corner is Baltimore.
Yeah.
The Wire is Baltimore told from the lens of not the Baltimore people, an ex-cop and an ex-reporter. So they're telling it from their lens.
But
the connects never.
That's a good way that he explained it.
But
like,
the corner was so.
The corner is the corner.
No, and they blend together, like he's saying. It was so raw, and we know so many friends and so many.
And that was rock. That was Charles S.
There's so
Dutton
like I can see people in 2025, and I'm like, damn, that's Fran. That's Gary. Like everybody from the hood knows Fran. You might have some in your family. You know, there's a Fran, there's Gary.
I definitely have a friend
DeAndre
and a Gary. I think that's probably why it hit so home.
I think that's why.
I think they tried to Chi. I think they did the same thing with the Chi to show Chicago in the same way that the corner was striving to do.
That was the aim. That was the angle.
Yeah.
The corner was like, I'm not gonna lie though, the corner.
We had never seen anything.
That shit was raw. Like Fran and Gary, I had an uncle and an aunt like that.
But everybody knew a friend and Gary.
I had a cousin like DeAndre. Like I had like that age too. Like I remember seeing it. Like even like
so raw.
Even the because some of the people, everybody on the corner, majority of those actors were on The Wire. The same people that were fiends on the corner were like senators and shit like that on The Wire. Like they had like I remember the lady that had cigarette burns and all that in her face. She was the dark skinned guy's wife, the lieutenant's wife. Like she was running for governor. She looked cleaned up on The Wire. She had like cigarette burns in her face and all that. I was like, God damn. But yeah, I just wanted to ask you about that. Y'all could continue on. I wanted to ask you about The Wire in the corner. But
yeah, the corner is Baltimore, and then The Wire is a what you call it, like a gentrified version, told from the police and the media standpoint. So I'm like, the Greeks never get jammed up. Everybody in the hood get locked up, all that. They never make it to the Greeks. They on the docks. They traffic women. They got all kind of. They don't get locked up.
The docks is crazy.
No, they didn't want to. But not all of them got locked up. But
a few people.
A few of them got locked up. They got the young.
Yeah,
dude.
but they don't get pinched. They don't even get surveilled.
Right.
In that degree. So I'm like, they wild. The docks was crazy. So some underlings from the docks get pushed, but nobody who actually bringing the stuff in, nobody who doing all the unspeakable stuff that they was doing with the girls and all that, they don't get touched. They don't get touched. So the school does something, the police does something, and then the media makes up fake news, right? all of this stuff is happening, but the Connect don't get touched. The Connect don't get touched.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a game. If the Connect gets touched, nobody makes it. This guy came in from the lieutenant guy. He went from lieutenant to like damn near the commissioner by the time this shit's over. You understand what I'm saying?
It was wild illegal shit going on.
Right.
Always.
So it's indicting, you know, the criminal justice system. It's like, all right, well, we just let them sell drugs over here. We call it Amsterdam. You understand? And then they come and put the whole thing together because Amsterdam, all drugs are legal, drugs and prostitution, and they have one of the lowest crime rates of any country in the world. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all right, there's a space of looking at it in regards to that. So they did that, and you know they showed this in the show. They show the corruption every place, but again, the Connects, they don't get jammed up. Like a couple of cats got plugged. You know, Ziggy did some wild crash out, right? If crash out was a person, Ziggy was a crash out. But aside from that, they can operate freely. So the Connect that's there operates freely. So uptown, downtown. And one of the reasons why I had put Slim Charles on my list, Slim Charles was a guy that was a muscle in the street, but he wasn't no fool. Slim Charles said, downtown Clay Davis, he's supposed to be a corner boy. How he know about downtown Senator Clay Davis? You understand what I'm saying?
You supposed to know that.
My man's just like Stringer, like, yo, I need somebody here. He like, who? He like Clay Davis. He like downtown Clay Davis.
I wouldn't trust him.
Yeah, that's a different thing right there. That's a different thing in regards to his acumen. His street acumen is one thing, but the corner people ain't supposed to be knowing who people is in political office. So I'm like, yeah, this guy is a CEO in the making, but he know how to play his position.
Yeah, that was a well-written show. That was a very well-written show. Well executed as far as the characters too, because there was so many storylines over the years. Like, think about it. Even when they went to the kids, you know what I'm saying, and they was in like the school and all that.
Good job.
They like they took that. They took that show
so many different ways.
So many different. I feel like they could have probably did like. I feel like they probably could have did another season or two. Like, but I wasn't mad when it ended.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad when it ended.
McNulty. Hey, McNulty and Bunk had my phrase, man. There you go, giving a fuck when it ain't your turn. I'm telling you, that's a phrase that pays forever.
McNulty was the worst. But it showed you too, like, they didn't try to hide it like the cops weren't doing bullshit. Like, it was very clear, like, oh no, they be doing some bullshit too. They ain't just getting to the, they ain't just closing these cases legally. There's some bullshit going on too. A lot of them wires that they had up, they wasn't supposed to have them shits up. Them shits is all illegal. Some of that shit they couldn't even use in court.
I was gonna say that's why they couldn't use a lot of it.
That's how it be though. That's how it be.
Yeah, they showed that game from a multitude of levels right there. And it shows that everybody adapts. The streets adapted once they knew they was up on the wire, so they were moving things. So I'm like, if I had a Chris and the Weepe and the Muzone on standby, that's a different thing right there.
That's it.
That's the Muzone on standby. He's like, did you get my Harpers? Every week I got to do the same thing with you with the Harpers. He's sitting in front of the projects reading the paper. This is how safe. This is how safe, like unbothered by anything. Like one dude and the security guard
with a 380
who's with him.
He's chilling with that little 380 right in his
with his own bullets. He made his own bullets. That's why they said you getting the brother.
He picking up shells and all that.
Right. He told him. He said, "You just got to think about what I got next in here. I made that bullet. This next one, nah, it's something different. Right? I'm like, oh, this dude the next level right here. He regulate the whole project, read the final call.
Crazy.
Yeah, that was wild, man. You think about those shows, like me and Dana was talking about that the other day. Like when Power first came on, we used to be going in the house on Saturday night in the summertime. Like we'll be outside and be like, "No, we gotta go in the house, watch Power," and then come back out. This was on a Saturday night.
Yeah, we lived in Jersey when it came.
Yeah, I remember like that's how much Power had the streets and the chokehold when it first came on.
Yeah, it was on a Saturday night.
Nigga, it was so bad. I remember at one time niggas was watching Empire. Niggas ain't gonna admit it right now, but it was a time that we was Lucius Lyons out. We was there.
I never watched it.
Just think about the shit that Empire got off. The TV show, right? And then whatever song that they perform on the show that week, it would be available on iTunes that night.
Was buying it.
Damn.
They was getting that shit off. If a show was to come out like that right now, again, and it'd be like a musical show, but at the end of the show, whatever song they perform at the end of that episode, it's available to stream in the Apple Store and all that. I ain't even gonna lie. When you think about that now, like nobody's listening to those records now. Nobody's gonna go back and listen to those records. But just think about the shit they was getting off. Just think about how much money was invested into Empire. Didn't look cheap. Like Empire, not to say it like that. Empire almost looked better than Power.
It did.
It almost looked better. It's just Power was more believable. Power had Power storylines was better. The Lucius Lyons and Cookie, like Cookie was more swaggy
than Tasha.
You know what I'm saying? But
But we
Lucius
fell in-
Lyons was, come on, man.
But we fell
Come
in
on,
love
he
with
had
the
the fucking
character.
top. He had
Tasha though.
the
Oh my
handkerchief.
goodness. Oh my goodness on a bunch of levels with Tasha.
Right,
Tasha with them
Respectfully.
Giuseppe wedges.
But we just fell in love with it. They
With them
played those
Giuseppe
roles
wedges.
so well.
She got Jersey privilege off the rip, just first of all.
Oh no,
just
she
off
played
the
that
rip.
role amazing.
You understand what I'm saying?
I mean,
It's like
just like Angela Valdez. Like I always tell him, we love to hate Angela and Ghost, but that they made the show.
Yo, Ghost told that woman, "Give me a break. I'm mourning the love of my life." He told his wife to give him a break because he was mourning.
The director said that's not what was in the script. She said it was something else. She said it was something else.
He's a wild nigga.
She said that he was telling Tasha that Tommy's eating this up because she's dead. My love is dead. Like that like Tommy's eating it up. Like I think that's what she said, which is in the script. But we heard what you said. We heard what you said.
Give me a break. I'm mourning the love of my life.
Yo, he called Tasha on the phone and told her to dispose of the gun and the bloody clothes. You understand? Like in code, like the greatest code you could ever have on the phone. And she went like she was it. I don't care nothing about them other people that was along the way. I just think he was a little delusional. He was trying to get out the life, quote unquote, but nah, yo, it don't get no better than Shorty right there. Shorty was it on goal until the end.
It was just so crazy. Like he's my Tasha. She was a rider.
Hell no. Tasha fucked Uncle Sean.
What?
And Silver.
It was part of the game, yo.
Hell no.
My man was out there wilding already. You understand what I'm saying? He was out there wilding.
Angela Valdez with her little funky ass.
But that was the love of his life.
All right, so if Angela Valdez was the love of his life, was Uncle Sean the love of her life? No. He risked it all for the love of his life.
He risked
it all for the driver and the attorney. But I can't give Ghost no points on that because he risked it all for a federal agent.
But that was the love of his life.
But he was a fed.
But he didn't know it.
Uncle Sean was a driver. Terry Silver was an attorney at law. None of these niggas would. But then again, see, this is how good TV is. Uncle Sean might not have been a federal agent, but he tried to kill him. And he told the nigga that Tasha gave him some pussy. He was not supposed to tell Ghost, I've been fucking her too. Sean, get out of here. Then Silver was a bozo. Silver was a bozo out the gate. He never liked Ghost. James, just tell me the truth. And no, I'm not telling you the truth, nigga. You ain't supposed to be here. They took Proctor off the case. I ain't never liked
one of the greatest characters in The Wire was Governor Tate, yo. Whether he was the governor or not the governor.
Tate said, "Now I'm gonna stand up there with you as your brother."
Yes.
That nigga, you are making my daughter's funeral.
Knowledge, we still don't know what happened with the Queen's Child Project.
Ain't no
I believed him. Whatever he was doing, Lorenz Tate, shout out to him forever for whatever character he was. Whenever I seen him, from Fufner to Governor Tate. Okay,
one of the most underrated.
That man was Fufner on what was the joint?
He's amazing.
He was a bully kid in
Inkwell.
No, before Inkwell, he was the bully kid on
Menace.
No, he was the bully kid on the what Steve Urkel, Family Matters. He was the bully kid.
I got one better than that.
This dude name was Fufner on the joint, man.
I got one better than that. What about when he was on the show South Central? Because I used to watch that.
Yeah, he was on South Central, yeah.
Him and Hakeem. Remember they got bullied on the bus? They tried to take their boombox and Hakeem jumped out the window.
With the burner?
His mom's worked in the grocery store. It was named like Umojo or something like that.
It was a co-op. Yeah, co-op.
Yeah, come on, man.
No, I believed him. And everywhere he went, he put his brothers on some kind of way. So Lamar was up in there. Like, it just makes sense, yo. It just makes sense.
He was great on Power. He was even good on the Tariq spinoff.
Yeah.
Oh, with Professor Milgram.
My man was in Dead Presidents, yo. Like Dead Presidents
Oh my
was
God.
was the greatest.
I love
when he
that.
put Juanita on that wall like that.
He said, Juanita gonna run up on me. He said, I'll fucking kill you, girl.
They did so great.
The way he shook her, she was like, I said, God,
they did so great with highlighting the after effects of war, and not it being nuanced. This is what PTSD or shell shock or whatever it looks. It looks like this. It looks like this. It looks like this. It looks like this. All
he's so versatile. I think he's one of the most underrated of our time.
Man, that nigga was old dog.
Yes.
Frankie Lyman.
Darius.
And Buddy in the Inkwell. Like I was like, wait a minute. I was like, old dog in Inkwell.
Dude in the Inkwell.
Senator Tate is crazy.
Yes. And he got the Benjamin Button, so he look younger every time you see him. He don't look older.
Senator Tate, he looks even younger.
Come on.
Love Jones was the truth. Love Jones was a good movie.
Love Jones. Yeah.
Love Jones was a good movie. Love Jones is a good movie. That's the good thing. His range, man. Lorenz Tate.
Yeah, he's a Virgo.
I can believe it. He got good
range. Bill Bellamy was up in the joint, man. With Isaiah Washington.
Yo, hold on. Before the Virgo season, shout out, right? Shout out to the Virgos, all of that, right? Bill Bellamy and Love Jones is top tier cornball number uno. The moves that, and I love Bill Bellamy. Like, trust me, how to
that was 100% Jersey material.
I didn't like Bill Bellamy and Love Jones. I'm gonna tell you why. He knew that was Darius' joint, right?
That he loved her.
And he tried to pull up to the function with her. And he tried to be like, yeah, yeah. I didn't like that. And then I didn't like how she came with him. And she thought she was going to sit her funky ass there. and everybody was going to let her rock. Because wasn't that the girl from Jason's Lyric? My mind is crazy. That was the girl that Tretch was messing with in Jason's Lyric.
Yeah.
She was looking at her when she sat down at that table like, bitch, I could jump over this table right now. And why are you with this nigga? And then he's sitting down. He like, yeah,
Looking all corny.
I'm like,
that shit was perfect. That shit was perfect.
And as a youngin',
he had the greatest Jersey line. I'm telling you, like if you don't get the fuck out of here, like the definition line. She's like, "Are you gonna take me home?" He said, "No, walk." I was like,
"Yeah, that was tough."
I'm like, "Yo."
He was crazy. Now, remember my man.
That was it. Everything else was corny. I agree, but that line was. I was like, that was the living room. Now, if you wanted to get clowned and disrespected, that was the definition. No.
My man Raheem from Juice was in there.
Raheem was in everything.
Shane Harley had no cereal in the joint. He was trying to make some cereal before he go. She looking at him like.
He was the truth.
She was just looking at him with disgust, like, I don't even want to be with you no more. He thinking everything is lit. He just chilling. He's like, it's crazy. He's like, yo, you don't want cereal in here? Like, and she just looking like.
They both spent the block, man. They both spent the block. He went back to his old thing, and she went back to her old thing.
His old thing was, oh, God. Oh, man. You know what his old thing reminded me? Remember, you ever used to watch The Game?
That was the football show?
Yeah, the football show.
Yeah.
When Homeboy had got his side joint pregnant, right? She was like a side joint. He was so. Anybody jump in the chat if y'all used to watch the game when man Derwin got the side joint pregnant on Melanie.
Oh, I wanted to punch him in the face.
And the side joint was such an annoying baby mother. Like, oh my! I remember looking at that show like, this is what dudes go through when they have kids with another girl and they be in a relationship. She ruined my whole train of thought of what a baby mother, a co-parenting situation is. You knew he had a girl. Come on, man. You know I got a wife. You know what I'm saying? My man DMX said it. You know what I'm saying? I gave you, you gave me.
That's it.
Plays you plays me. Like, she came with all these extra stuff, messing up my man's life.
She ruined his life.
She ruined
But
his life.
He ruined his life.
He was a bozo. He didn't know no better. He didn't know no better. I used to like the way the game was shot. Now that we're talking about sitcoms on it, do you remember the way that the game and Girlfriends?
Yeah.
Look, don't get mad at me because I used to watch all these shows, people. That's just
UPN,
me.
man.
Girlfriends.
UPN.
I used to watch EVE. I used to watch Sex City. I used to watch Taxi Cab Confessions. I used to watch all this shit. I was outside, man. It was lit.
How did you get the Taxi Cab?
Taxi Cab Confessions and Real Sex was the truth. Girlfriends was the truth. I used to watch Girlfriends because I didn't really believe that was Diana Ross' daughter. Weird. I used to like the weird girl on Girlfriends. I used to like Freddie on fucking A Different World. This is like all the weird.
Freddie and Whitney made a difference.
I didn't like Kimmy Gibbler though. Kimmy Gibbler.
Kimmy Gibbler. That was from
Powerhouse.
But she was weird. She was a little too weird.
You mean Kimberly Reese?
No, I said Kimmy Gibbler. She was a little too
Powerhouse, the neighbor, right?
Yeah,
I thought you said
DJ was cool. Kimberly Reese? No, I wasn't with it. And it didn't have nothing to do with it because she was dark skinned and nothing like that. She just wasn't my cup of tea.
You like Willie Gilbert?
Kimberly Reese reminded me.
Did you like Willie Gilbert? You didn't answer the question.
Willie Gilbert? Hell yeah. I used to like Willie Gilbert. I like Willie Gilbert when she was in I Don't Want to Be Alone Tonight. I like all the girls in that song. What was it? Her, Tisha Campbell, I Don't Want to Be. And what was the other one? The Jigaboos? I did not to say anything, but what Spike Lee did in that movie, he messed me up as a kid. I'm gonna tell you why.
That was super awful.
I thought every time I went into a KFC, I thought I was gonna get into it with older men. You never.
Wait, when he did was in KFC?
Yeah, man, ready for the world, man. They popping shit, man. Like ready for the world, man.
Hey, the way was the truth, yo.
Yo, when they did I Don't Want to Be Alone Tonight and they did the Jigaboo, I was like, damn, so that's how dark-skinned girls really
mean to the light-skinned girls.
I was like, dark-skinned girls really like feel like that with light-skinned. I didn't understand the college thing. But when they did, well, I say gamma, you say pump, gamma, pump, gamma, pump, gamma, gamma, pump, pump, gamma, gamma, pump.
He wanted to be in a fraternity so bad.
I wanted to be a Q dog so bad. She told me I wouldn't have made it.
He wanted to be a Q dog. He would have been a Kappa.
Because Atomic Dog,
he definitely would have been a Kappa.
I keep telling him that. I'm like, you're such a Kappa. You're not a Q dog.
She thought I'd have been the candy cane. Those niggas with the candy cane that be doing the moves and all that.
Yeah, you would have been a Kappa.
I'd have been a purple and yellow.
No, they too.
You know what it was? I wouldn't have wanted to do the hazing shit. I'd have got into a fight with one of the big brothers. I know somebody, she knows him too. I don't want to put his name out there, but he pledged when Joe Torre was one of the big brothers. Yeah. He said he to this day he said yo, we was in a lounge right after my man's wedding, and he was like one of the groomsmen. He was drunk, knocked out. Yo, Atomic Dog came on. He jumped up and started. He went right into like he was still in school. He was like, yo, Joe Torre traumatized me. He said Joe Torre was one of his big brothers when he was pledging. He said, yo, he used to terrorize them. He said, I still, like, I look at Poetic Justice and I be thinking back like, man, he used to. I'm not calling no nigga Big Brother Almighty at no 40-something years old. Like, no. And I'm going to get you back for that shit you did to me when I was a freshman, making me eat dog shit and all that, so I could make me shave my head bald and walk around the canteen doing all this dumb shit in front of Dana. Dana probably would have been in her little sorority. She cute with her little Letterman jacket and all that. Probably mess with a nigga that's varsity. I'm trying to get her attention and all that. This nigga got me with a shaved head with a Zorro sign in my forehead.
Roaches.
Walking around the grass. No. I think that would have been my only thing. If I could have been like a part of a fraternity without pledging.
No, you have to pledge. That's the whole thing.
Like making me jump in the water with bricks attached to my feet and all that. I wouldn't have survived all that. Like, I wouldn't have survived all that. Screaming in my face, hitting me with a paddle. Like, I wouldn't do that. But I wanted to. That's one thing I wanted the school experience. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted the
It's one time in your life. Every other time, somebody else was the guest of honor. You know.
Yeah, I wanted to go away, man, but I didn't want to do all that. I wanted to be a part of the fraternity, but I didn't want to go through it. And everybody, all the stories you hear and all of the movies that you watch, they always make it seem like it's like joining a gang. It'd be so much you got to go through. Like her sister, what is he, man?
She didn't pledge. She wanted to do it. She didn't do it.
Well, but when she was doing it,
she wanted to do it. She didn't
okay.
do it.
When she wanted to do it, it was a whole bunch of.
It was a whole bunch.
Like this is around the time when they started cracking down on like
the hazing
and things that people was doing at universities and all of that. So, and you can't speak on it. So it's like I couldn't even ask her like, damn, what was going on? Because it's like she can't tell me. You know what I'm saying? So it was like it's like an unspoken. It's like a secret society thing, and I just think it was cool. You know, if I would have been able to go away to school and be a part of something like that, but niggas wasn't about to be doing all that weird shit to me though.
Bye.
That's a part of the game, man. It's the way I could explain it in the most simplified version is, in order to be on that other side, you gotta go through something.
Yeah.
Everybody doesn't go through everything. Everybody doesn't go through everything.
Some people
there's people who've done things, or they claim things, but they hadn't gone through the things that everybody else went through.
Yeah.
Right.
So it just depends on who you are. If they wanted to do something with you and they wanted you a part of it, there's a process that would have been. I can guarantee you it would have been different for you versus somebody else.
No, especially if you use Jae Millz.
Nah, they probably would have been going crazy. Now, if I would have got the Jae Millz treatment, you really not making me pledge now. Like, I ain't doing it.
It's a different thing. You know what I mean? Like, Barack Obama ain't go through the same thing as a regular person, but they both got the same letters.
They got to give me the Barack Obama treatment.
You know what I'm saying? Like they go in the room, Barack Obama, Isaiah Thomas, what's his name, Mark Cuban, all of them that came out. They ain't do the same things that everybody else that went in there. Because it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. So, yeah. Well, for one thing I'll just say is only one time you're the guest of honor. Every other time you show up, somebody else is the guest of honor.
It's true.
It's only one time. That's it. One time. Then every time for the rest of your life, say you lived 100 years, right? So if you did this when you was 20. For the next 80 years, you go in someplace, somebody else is the guest of honor. And every time you see it, you remember what you went through. That's just how it works. It's like watching your children try to tell you something you tried to tell your mother and your father.
Right.
That you see yourself over and over. And you laughing like, yeah, I tried that same shit. Like, I try to use the same lie. You understand what I'm saying? Or the same logic, whatever the case may be. So
like
it's like you're seeing it over and over again.
Like I tried.
Yeah. And it ain't for everybody.
No.
Right.
Everybody.
It ain't.
It's for who it's for, though.
Yes. I was about to say everything ain't for everybody, but you know what's for you.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? After a while, you've been on this earth long enough. You know what's for you, and you know what's not for you.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? College ain't for everybody. Being a parent ain't for everybody. My mom's is in her 60s. She don't want to know how to drive. You know, like, she don't knock it, but that's just not for her. It's just like some people I'll be meeting, they be like, oh, no, I ain't never having kids. I'll be like, you don't ever want to have a kid? Like, nah, I'm not. And they'll give you 10 million reasons why they don't want to have a kid. And you'll be sitting there like, damn, I mean,
never look at it that way.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I can't even be mad at you. But if you ask me, I would be like, what? I couldn't even see life if I never had a kid. I don't even know what I would have grown into if I didn't have kids to come home to and set an example for. And I had to, yeah, everything ain't for everybody, man. Everybody can't even do this. Like I tell Dana, I enjoy doing this. I enjoy doing interviews with people, or conversating with people, conversing with people, whatever they want to say. But if it's just me and the chat and me just streaming and just talking to the screen and there's nobody in the room, I'm not interacting with anybody, I'll do it, but that's not something that I would prefer to do. I would prefer to have an interaction with somebody. I would prefer to sit and talk to you for 5 hours than to sit and stream by myself for 5 hours.
I did both.
Yeah.
It gets crazy. Talking into your phone, talking to yourself, talking into the camera, like all of it. It gets crazy. I missed the joint on Clubhouse. You know, my people told me they was like, "Oh, you know, your man's Jae Millz." They was like, "Your man's." You see how they do it? Your man's Jae Millz is coming on Clubhouse.
Yeah, I would shout out to the people that was in the room with me on Clubhouse. That was my first time actually being on there.
Yeah, I had missed it. They sent it to me, and I missed it. I was like,
cool.
"Damn."
Chopping it up and talking with the people.
I called Kid from Kid and Play a test tube baby in my Robin Harris voice on Clubhouse.
Oh man!
Yeah, I called him a test tube baby, and I did. You know, just going around the room. They said, "What's your favorite line from House Party?" And I said, "I wouldn't do that just yet." I was like, we was rooting for this dude. This dude went through every kind of thing you could go through. He in them skivvies. He about to get in that bed, and then pops with that belt. I wouldn't do that just yet.
I used to love House Party. House Party 1, House Party 2.
1 is just the
test tube baby.
The remake of House Party, I never seen it.
I watched it.
I saw it.
They're not
going
to do that to my childhood.
It wasn't it. It wasn't it.
I
wasn't mad at Maya. You know, I wasn't mad at the Maya cameo. Not at all. Not even a little bit. You understand? I had my hand on my heart. Like, go ahead, Maya. I was not mad, but everything else was kind of trash. It was like they tried it. They tried it. Test tube, baby. He got to come home. You better never do no crime. Police like, follow the drip. Follow the drip. Follow the drip.
Nah, I used to love that movie, man. Love that movie, man. That's like one of my favorite go-tos.
Yeah, John Witherspoon cameo with the lady off of
That's
Friday
me.
After Next.
That's me sitting on the edge of the bed. Who down there making all that goddamn noise? Yo, just think about that in that movie. He said, I paid $15,000 for this house. I'm like, $15,000?
Hey.
Nigga. That's a couple
like $150,000 back then. So
that's a couple months of rent. This nigga talking about I paid $15,000 for this house. Bro, who down there? Public enemy? Public enemy? Public enemy. I said, he said, come back to bed, Harry. He said, Harry? Who the fuck is Harry? He said, what are you doing? He said, I'm calling the police. Kids driving me crazy with all that goddamn noise down. He said, hold on. Number 911. All right.
He was just doing too much.
It was perfect. And then they showed up in Boomerang together after that, right?
Yes.
And they wrote him in there too. He was another one. They had wrote him in. He didn't have a spot. Eddie said there was no way he was going to do it without him.
You got to coordinate.
Right, coordinate.
And what's crazy is, now that I think about it, she's in Friday too. Next Friday, she's Damon's mother. She's the landlord of the building that Smokey and Craig live in.
Yeah, Friday After Next.
And in the movie, now that I think about it, because I smoke weed, she definitely tells Craig, and tell that fine daddy of yours I said hi. She said, they said, ugh. That's crazy. And she was in all 3 of those movies with him. She was in Boomerang. She was in House Party. That's like 30, 40 years.
Wasn't that Stan's lady and Martin?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. That was Myra. That was the beauty salon lady. She owned the beauty salon.
So who was Stan's lady and Martin? It was kind of
Myra's lady. We old as fuck.
Might have been. Might have been.
Stan used to be wearing the motherfucking Boogie Nights suits.
Yeah. Stan was the truth. Stan go all the way back to what is it? Cooley High.
Yeah, he was definitely in Cooley High. That's crazy.
That's nuts. That is nuts. We started off with Kobe, but we didn't talk Kobe. So Kobe's relationship with y'all. I know you pointed at the jersey, you know. His birthday was yesterday, but today's Kobe Day, 8/24. Y'all relationship with
Happy
Kobe.
birthday and rest in peace, man. Happy heavenly. I feel like Kobe, you know, I mean, some people got that relationship with Jordan. I feel like I grew up with like watching Jordan, but I don't feel like I grew with Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like I grew up watching Jordan when he was. I don't remember watching Jordan like really play college games.
Mm.
I don't remember Jordan like losing to Detroit every year he played, and you know Jordan playing in the NBA with the Caesar. I don't remember that. Like I remember Jordan with Scottie Pippen. I remember, you know what I'm saying? I remember when Jordan was losing a few years before he won, because I had like uncles that were like diehard Magic Johnson, Worthy, and you know the Showtime Lakers fans. And then I had a young uncle, he was Jordan everything. And then I had another uncle, he was like Dr. J. You know Charles Barkley and them. So I feel like with Kobe, how some people feel like they got that relationship with Michael Jordan, I feel like I got that relationship with Kobe. Like I remember when Kobe was in Lower Merion, and then when he got drafted to Charlotte, it was like, I'm not going to Charlotte. And Charlotte traded him to the Lakers, and then he played for the Lakers, but the Lakers already had Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel, and they had a squad already, and it was like,
super squad.
Who is this kid coming in? But I was also a Penny Hardaway and a Shaquille O'Neal fan. So when Shaq left Orlando and went to the Lakers, I was a Lakers fan because I was a Shaq fan. And then when they drafted Kobe, I just naturally was already following Kobe because I was big on people who didn't go to college. That was like a big thing for me growing up. Like, oh, he got drafted from high school. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Kevin Garnett got drafted from high school. Sharif Abdul-Rahim went from high school. Tracy McGrady went from high school. Kobe Bryant went from high school. So I was always big and kept my eye on people who came out of high school. I never really even knew Kobe Bryant was a Virgo and all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I just was hyped on, oh, he young, energetic, and he played with no fear. You know what I'm saying? That was kind of like the introduction to Kobe. Like, oh, he played like Michael Jordan a little bit. You had heard of like Harold Miner. They call him Baby Jordan. And all that. But Harold Miner wasn't Kobe Bryant.
Right.
Like I looked at Kobe Bryant out the gate and seen, oh, he's nice. He's like entertaining. And if people really study Kobe, they'll know he wasn't like an overnight success. He didn't come to the NBA and have like that LeBron, like, you know, like Kobe came to the NBA and shot 4 air balls in a row in the playoffs.
I remember.
And got sent home as a rookie. Like Shaq, like, yo, pass us the ball. He shot 4 air balls in a row. Right. After about the second one, I'd have probably passed it to Shaq. I'd have probably passed it to Rick Fox or somebody. But to shoot 4 air balls in overtime and in the fourth quarter, that's some hell of a confidence right there. You know, he won rings with Shaq. He won rings without Shaq.
Right.
So I seen Kobe. I didn't see Wilt Chamberlain score 100. I seen Kobe score 81. I seen Kobe Bryant put up 81 the night after or 2 nights after he had just had 73 and only played 3 quarters. So I'm pretty sure Kobe could have had 100 points.
Right.
I'm pretty sure Kobe Bryant could have had 100 points. If I got 73 in the third quarter and Phil Jackson sit me down for the rest of the game, probably could have had more than 100 points. You know what I'm saying? If I got 71 or 73 in the third quarter. So, yeah, man, Kobe Bryant legacy is excellent. And I know for Dana it's different because she was like living in LA. I was watching Kobe from New York. Yeah, she was watching Kobe from
here. I watched Kobe from Jersey starting and watched
But you was here like when they was wearing the white jerseys.
I was
on Sunday
here
and all that.
when they was winning championships and things like that.
Yeah.
But I just think of, you know, just the work ethic, you know, just unmatched, just totally unmatched. Like, of course, you know, the accolades, but just the work ethic. When people speak about his work ethic, it's just unmatched, you know. Coming to workouts before, even going home and still watching film, and you know, just showing up to practice before everybody, like doing extra workouts before the team gets there. Like when you hear them stories, it's like, damn, I see why he was the best at what he did, you know. So I just think that when I think of him, so it's legendary to me. You know, whether you were a Laker fan or not, undeniable. So that's how I look at him. And then of course I always think of Wayne making the Kobe Bryant song when he was in the studio.
Oh yeah, she was in the studio with me. We was
Wayne
in
made
Miami.
the Kobe Bryant song, so I'll never forget that.
She
We
was in
spent
the
the
studio
night
with
in
me.
the studio
He
that
was
night.
shout out to Wayne, man. He was definitely.
So
Well,
he was,
I always forget that. You was
yeah,
definitely in the
I
studio
never forget
night.
that when I think of Kobe.
And
Wayne
you know,
was making
Wayne,
it.
one of them people that he come in the studio at
He's
like
another one. His work
11:30.
ethic is unmatched.
Wayne
is another one.
got that same
mentality
thing that we talking about with Kobe Bryant. That like
Go
Kobe
over
will
and
play a
beyond.
game and then go to the gym and shoot 1,000 jump shots after the game. It's like, bro, everybody went to the club and went to the
Work ethic.
Wayne will go to live on Sunday
and go to the studio,
or we'll go to King of Diamonds or whatever. It'll be 4:45 in the morning. Wayne will go to the Hit Factory.
You can go to the studio.
Like, bro, you got a chauffeur, driver, you got a condo and a mansion.
We're going to the studio.
I mean, all the girls want to leave with you.
No, we're going to the studio.
We can't go to the studio tomorrow.
We're going to the studio today. So yeah,
but
so
it's like,
when I think
of 50 girls and live, and they want to.
When I think of the Kobe, the Kobe Bryant song,
she watched him. He worked on that song
all night
to
the next afternoon.
Yeah. But when he left to go home, that song that was dedicated to Kobe Bryant.
So I always think of that when I think of the Kobe Bryant.
And that wasn't something that he did when Kobe passed. Or something like that.
No,
this was like when Kobe was.
He was still playing.
Yeah. You know, this was just a Kobe.
Wayne was still coming to the games.
Yep.
Like, it was still like.
Yep. So that's the effect that Kobe got.
Yeah. So
on us.
Amazing.
You know.
Think of that.
I was looking at the video that you played when we first started, and it was like KOBE, like kiss our babies every night, and I was just like, damn, I never even thought about that abbreviation or that acronym or whatever you want to say. I never thought about that, but that's so real. Like, you know, kiss our babies every night. Like Kobe died with his baby. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And in that moment, he probably didn't get a chance to kiss his daughter or hug her and tell her. What do you, what do you tell her? It's going to be all right, or just, I love you, or, you know, just, so, yeah, man, definitely rest in peace to Kobe Bryant. Happy heavenly birthday to Kobe Bryant.
Go legend.
Yeah, man, Kobe gonna have an effect on all of us. And you know what I'm kind of glad with, too, before we get up out of here? I'm glad that before Kobe died, he got a chance to do other shit. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't stuck in he died as a basketball player. It's like, when Kobe died, he had a beard. He was like coaching. He had the Mambasita.
He had a wife. He had 4 kids.
You know, the Mamba Academy.
He had already started working on film and books.
Yeah, you know, he had already won awards for his what was it, for his book? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and who knows what Kobe. I could have seen Kobe having one of these sports podcasts that people have, like, you know how Shannon Sharp had like the Club Shay Shay thing, and he had the ESPN thing, and he had the nightcap. I could have seen Kobe doing the writing the children's books and being I could have seen Kobe Bryant becoming a WNBA head coach.
Yeah, definitely.
Right. I could have seen him being a WNBA head coach. He wouldn't have wanted to do anything in the NBA. I could have seen him being a WNBA head coach and having like a Club Shay Shay, like a podcast where he interviewed like one-on-one, you know, not like him and 3 other.
Well, I mean, even just seeing like the podcast interviews he did before he died, like toward the end, they were really good.
His interview with Matt Barnes.
They were really like the 2 interviews I've seen. Yeah. The last 2 interviews he did were really, really good. Really, really good.
Virgo, he was a Virgo. He was a good speaker. You know, we know how to articulate ourselves in an intelligent manner,
with passion,
expeditiously,
with passion.
Because you gotta love the brother man and the other man. Okay. Gotta love the brother man and the other man. Okay.
All I'm saying is, you got $5 like a bar.
All I'm saying is, you got $5 like a bar. Yo, it's Virgo season, man.
Shout out to all the Virgos.
I'm happy. Shout out to all the Virgos.
Y'all appearing out of the woodworks.
It's early in Virgo season right now, so we still got a lot of time to act ignorant. I'm not saying ignorant. I'm gonna be real, but shout out to all the Virgos. Shout out to everybody born in August, September. Shout out to all the Virgo parents and the Virgo students. Because there's a lot of Virgo parents right now that's super happy that their kids are back in school.
Shout out all the support.
Yeah, shout out. We're going to get to the Geminis. I was talking about
we
Virgos
come first.
right now. How you come first when it's Virgo season? But we passed June.
Yeah, we come first.
But we're past.
I know that, but we come first.
But we're
the line leaders.
But we're here.
We're the line leaders.
Shout out to the Geminis. Damn. I love my baby, man. See, this is why we blend so well together. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I tell people all the time, it's not perfect. Like, it's not I don't have a perfect relationship. Dana don't have a perfect relationship. There's no perfect relationship in the world. But as long as the good outweigh the bad, and I can still like just laugh with my baby about the most random things in the world, that's the love. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that keep it going. Like, I always tell people, I was just up in New York, I was telling my man, like, you know, you might ask your people who's like, yo, what's going on with you and your lady? Yo, what's going on with you and your girl? And they might be like, yeah, man, she, blah, 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 and she, blah, blah, blah. And I'll be like, well, that's every girl. You know what I'm saying? That's every woman. You never gonna find a woman that you don't argue with. It's just how much you gonna argue with her. Like, you gonna let the argument keep going, or you just gonna tell her she got it? Like, you don't have to keep arguing with your girl. You don't have to, you don't always gotta get the last word. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times what I'll be like to tell people, especially if you got a kid with somebody, and it's not just me, but I firmly believe if you got a kid with somebody, you got to deal with them for the rest of your life. So you might as well make it work. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I'm about to be 43 years old in a couple days, right? I don't want to be alone. Who the fuck want to be in their mid-40s alone? Not even being a grumpy old man. Who want to be? All right, let's say if I wasn't becoming a grumpy old man. Let's say if I wasn't annoyed by everything that happens as soon as I wake up, right? Let's just say if I was just like super excited about everything, I was super energetic, I want to party, I'm this and I'm that. I'm 42 going on 43, right? So what I'm supposed to go do? Stand on couches till 3, 4 in the morning with the hookah? I'm trying to, first of all, I'm standing on the couch trying to keep my balance. I'm drunk. I've had some drinks. I might have hit me some plants.
You're not dancing.
I can't dance. I'm standing on a couch and it's 13 niggas around me. And it's hot. And they blowing hookah. I don't smoke hookah. So now I'm in here with this strong ass scent and this loud ass music. They probably playing Bad Bunny, and I like Bad Bunny, but I don't know what Bad Bunny talking about. But Bad Bunny is booming right now. So now we got hookah, we got Bad Bunny, we got me and my 42-year-old legs trying to keep my balance on a sofa at 4 o'clock in the morning with some 22, 23-year-old chicks with half of their lashes hanging off with the finest Fashion Nova outfit that you can find.
Have fun.
Come on, man. I come home to you.
Have fun.
No, because I'm going to fall off the couch. I can't keep my balance. It's over. And I don't smoke hookah. I might as well just be here. It's lit. I think that's what I'm going to do this year. No more Power. We've been watching episodes of Power for the last... we be watching Power like that. No, you're not. You're not watching Power tonight. You're not watching Power tonight. You know what else is another show that... All right, I know I said before we get out of here, but this is another thing. Tyler Perry must be stopped.
Don't do that. You know,
he has a show right now called Divorce Sisters, and this is the most toxic. I don't know why I'm even watching that. It's my baby, so I'll be with my lady. She watches a lot of things that I know she don't want to watch. Like I'll be watching like stuff on Vice. It'd be like Dark Side of the Ring. She don't want to see like the
Divorce Sisters,
the Chris Benoit story,
but
or the
Divorce Sisters is good. Don't act like it's not.
Yeah, but she was having sex with
Japan.
her husband's friend that he just brought over to the house. The husband is saying that your daughter is what we were going to name our child. Is that our child, or is that she's not even telling her husband that the dude he introduced her to as one of his best friends is somebody she used to mess with back in the days, and they kid might not be they kid, it might be his kid. Know. He moved into the house next door, knowledge. What type of shit is Tyler Perry on? And then he got me. That's the shit where I'll be like, he must be stopped because it's good. I'm not even trying to shit on it. I'm trying to say he must be stopped because when does it stop?
Because I get so into it. And I'm like, Jarvis, he's back.
I was watching Coral and Mr. Brown.
That was one.
Coral. I was watching Coral and Mr. Brown. I was watching House of Pains.
Yeah.
I was watching the Have and Have Nots on OWN with Veronica and David. Veronica, you're not going to do that anymore. With Benny and all of that, and Candace.
The awful.
Jim Cryer. They had Jim Cryer locked up in the basement. These are all Tyler Perry shows. I watched the whole Straw. She had this backpack with this G.I. Joe ass bomb, and she bugging out. Whole day she on some Fight Club shit, hallucinating. And I'm mad. That's why I say Tyler Perry must be stopped. Because how can you keep doing this? This should say written, directed, produced, edited, drawn up, treatment, audio, scored, shot in 12 days, no union, Tyler Perry. And we watch all this shit.
Cut, play.
He's out of line, man. That's the reason we don't got no damn hits from the street. Or no Cetus World, or no 106 in Park.
Damn.
None of that
shit.
No
From the street, Cetus World. Damn.
We got House of Pains. We got Meet the Browns. We got sisters. We got divorced sisters. We got brothers. Bruh. We, her, him, them. Tyler Perry got all sorts of shows, my nigga. Oh, man. What's that other shit he caught me with, too, man? Fucking Zatima. Shout out to DeVell and Kadeem. Hold on, what is Beauty in Black? My brother tried to have me watch
that one right there. That is nuts.
I've had enough.
That is nuts.
I've had enough. That when I got to the Beauty in Black joint, they got Just For Me, the hair lot. They burning. They about to have wild lawsuits and all that. They got a unisex strip club. Once I see a unisex strip club, I am done.
They doing box BBLs in the hotel room. It was too much.
BBLs in the hotel room.
Yeah, in the hotel room. No, I'm not doing it.
Too much,
Beauty in Black is where I stopped. That was it. Then he had season 2. I said no.
I have to watch Divorce. It was good.
Sisters and Divorced Sisters.
I got to see if that's Javon's baby.
And then he was making it seem like the. All right, whatever, yo.
The pastor is good.
LaToya Luckett, shout out to LaToya Luckett, but she got on this show. She got a problem.
Debbie Morgan is 500 years old.
Debbie Morgan is a gangster.
Debbie Morgan she pulled the dimples out like.
Yo, she got the young boy killed. She had them bring in the plastic tarp and told him to stop acting. She said, "Stop acting like a bitch."
I was like,
"You about to kill him. You about to kill this young boy. He done gave you some young meat, and now you about to kill him." She's out of line. She's out of line.
That was a nut show. That nut show was crazy. I'm telling you, like that whole everybody was on some whole other. All the old men wilding
out. I'm like, why the old man gotta be? Come on, yo.
Yeah.
And he got the old man. He's a rich billionaire. He got the hots for the angel nigga. That's what we doing right now.
I'm going to go watch Power. I'm thinking about it.
I ain't seen Power. I didn't see none of the spinoffs. I seen everything. I seen all of the Power episodes, but I ain't seen none of the spinoffs.
Nah, you got to watch the one with Tariq go to college with Mary and all that. That was good. The Tommy one.
Why do we go to the same?
Force. Stay away from that one. Stay away from Force.
It's trash.
It's not trash, but it's so far away.
It's not Power
from the other ones. Excitement wise, it's kind of like. I wouldn't say it's trash. It's just not.
It's the worst.
50 gonna be doing them shows until he died. He figured out the formula. And the formula
you'll like the Tariq one because the first 2 seasons of that one was really good.
Raising Kanan is really good too.
He finds a center character that people either they love or they hate, which means they love, and then he
Right.
builds a team
I always
around
tell
all of. Yeah, he can tell those
we love the
stories
villain.
forever.
Yeah, we're gonna love the villain. They make it
Yeah.
interesting.
So that's interesting. He figured that out. I wanted them to do that with Wu-Tang American Saga. I wanted them to keep it going, but not in the way that they were telling that story.
No.
Where all of this, everybody had their own spin-off.
No.
Yeah, it's a lot of story to tell.
Not that way.
That's what he just said. Not that way.
Yeah, not that way.
When I heard Ghostface say, "Nah, son, ain't none of that shit happen like that, son. I don't know where they got that shit from." That was it. They never have to worry about me.
It's cinematic redemption. So when you do your spinoff, you can tell your story your way.
Redemption.
Yeah, you can tell your story your own way. So that's what I meant. Like, you got a themed character out there, and you can tell a story however you want to tell a story because you already got the recognition. It's out there. Like people went to the concerts looking to see D Lover in them, not Ghostface. So they talking about a time where people weren't born. They weren't born, and they're going to these concerts. You know what I'm saying? So you have the momentum on your side, and now you got time. Like, the corner set the stage for The Wire, so they can tell an expanded version of it, but just from a different perspective. So if you got this Wu-Tang American Saga, it got to continue. You got grandchildren. There's stories that are there. You don't have to do it with the kick gloves approach that they did, but you can tell a story, a real story, your real family story, and involve your family in that process. So it's already out there. There's already a need for it, and you could tell a great story your way.
Yeah.
So
Virgo season, man. We here. We're gonna stretch this out. It's gonna be Virgo season until January.
Oh God. Pray for my soul.
Just do it to May. You know what I'm saying? And then pass us the baton.
My soul.
Nah, but we got our son birthday coming up, and then our daughter birthday, and then my birthday. So we're gonna enjoy and try to enjoy ourselves.
And we'll be looking forward to the footage from your event.
Yeah, man. I know Miami gonna be lit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's gonna be crazy. I get a chance. 10 years. 4,000 episodes. I keep saying 4,000 because I don't really know what the number is, but I know it's over 4,000. But 4,000 is
4K plus.
Yeah, 4K plus.
4K
I get
plus.
a chance to link with some of my alumni. Wise Intelligent was on this platform. He's gonna be out there. Hakeem Green, I just was with him earlier. He's coming out.
Is everything gonna be live for us to see it, or we just have to wait?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it's gonna be live streamed. The concert's gonna be live streamed. It's gonna be a crazy opportunity out there.
And congratulations on that, man. That's big. That's a big thing right there. 10 years is crazy.
10 years, over 4,000 episodes.
But putting together the event the way you put it together, I'm proud of you, man.
Yeah, this is next level. I did one originally at the 7th year, so the Godiversary, and it was in Atlanta, and it was to be celebrated in that fashion the way that it was. But this is different. This is another level. This sets the stage for the next 10 years. So, on the 20-year anniversary, the Troopiversary, it'll be something. You know what I'm saying? It'll be something way more. So this is, you can't turn back. You're going forward. So I really want to do more of the live events. Take it off of this, because this was okay for a long time, but it's not my real passion. I need to be able to connect with people, do a live, do a real show. So this is the catalyst to kind of see, where it's going to go next.
That's good. We're excited to see.
Yeah, definitely. We can't wait to be a part of the next event or something in the future. We're working on some things right now for the people.
Yes.
But man, definitely excited for you, and congratulations. Again. Proud of you.
We'll be tuning in.
Definitely. We're going to be locked in.
We'll be tuning in.
Checking out the performances and everything.
Right. Yeah, it's gonna be dope. So y'all final remarks, man. I love y'all in real life, you understand, and on the internet. I can't say that
man.
for everybody.
You already know.
I can't say that about most people, but I love y'all in real life and on the internet. So final remarks for y'all.
Final remarks. It's Virgo season. Let's enjoy. I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
My life is centered around the Virgo nation, so we will have a blessed one that all the Virgos are here to see another one. So that's a blessing.
We gonna enjoy ourselves.
We're gonna tune into your event. We're excited to see what's in store for that and all the people that you have for 10 years, and just celebrating with you. That's a dope experience to even witness, to see. So we're happy for you.
Yeah, definitely happy for you. Congratulations again.
Definitely.
Final remarks. Just thank you for allowing us to be a part of your 10 years. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of your 4,000 plus episodes.
Yes.
I always tell you, you don't have to do this with us. You don't have to take the time out your life or your day or your schedule to open your platform to us. So we're grateful for that. We appreciate that.
Yes.
We love coming on your platform and just chopping it up with you and your community. We appreciate the love because we know that you really genuinely love everything that we do. Like, you just love the way that we love each other, and we appreciate that. We appreciate you noticing that. It's Virgo season. I'm happy to be able to see another Virgo season, with my kids, with my moms. My mom's is out here visiting. Shout out to Mama Millsy. She came out here a day before her birthday. She's a Leo, so she came out here a day before her birthday on August 18th. We just been spending time, man. Our son is back with the football thing, so we looking forward to some great things happening for him this year with his football thing. Our daughter is back in school. She in middle school. So everything is cool, man. I always say I could complain, but I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because that's not going to do nothing. I'm happy. I'm blessed. I got my lady. We good. I love, waking up and we healthy. We still get a chance to enjoy life together and all of that. So I can't really complain about too much, man. I can't complain about too much. We just trying to keep staying healthy and just keep leveling up a little bit more. You don't want to level up too much at one time because you want to leave yourself some room for improvement. So we just trying to level up and stay tuned because we about to bring the Jane After Dark season 2 back. We changing up a few things, but we want to bring it back where we can stay more consistent and just do this more. Like what we do when we come on here and we kind of stay away from current events, but we just dive into topics. So these interviews that we do with you, they'll never be dated. Like, as far as the content and the conversations we talking about, they'll never be dated. Like, we can't be dated if we talking about if Stan was messing with Myra. That's just history. You know what I'm saying? We just on here just talking about history. So that's just what we want to do with the Jane After Dark thing. We're gonna keep it going. And thank you for letting me come on here and have like my little what is this, like a pre-birthday Virgo celebration talkathon thing. I love it, man. I love coming on and chopping it up with you, man. Appreciate it, brother.
Always welcome. Always. I had to get you before you get in the win. I don't know where you're gonna be on September 11th. You understand what I'm saying?
I don't know where I'm gonna be, but we gonna chop it up, man. We gonna before September 11th. Come on, we'll talk again. We'll get back on here and chop it up on a day where I ain't have to shoot a video. I was shooting a video today, man. It felt like it was 100 and a million degrees outside, and I had on leather pants and a hoodie. Wilding, bugging out.
Was that delirious or raw or both?
Yeah, I was about to say both.
Yeah.
Probably both. And Potent Vibes Only 6 coming soon, man. I'm probably gonna drop it in like the next week and a half.
Dope. Give me some potent gear one day.
Yeah, I got Dana keep telling me I gotta send you some stuff. Like, you're right.
I put my book on the shirt, you know what I'm saying, from nameless to knowledge. So it's like, all right.
Oh, dope. That's fire.
Focused on my focus. Focus on my focus.
And the theme song to life.
Yes.
That's our theme song to life.
Well, I got the great Jae Millz, the great Dana Neon, my family.
Yes, always.
You know, shout out to Mama Millsy, also going on the same day as Master Killer. You know, shout out to them Leos.
Yeah. She here, man. We in here, man. Virgo season.
Well, so till next time.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Love you always, man. Love y'all.
Love you always. Well, peace.
Knowledge.
Bye.
Oh my God. I love it though.
From the line, I'm cash.
Yo.
3-4 dribbles. He
Okay.
free throw. Go!
Yeah. Look.
Millsy.
Microphone checker, I'm a different texture. Born in September, you already know I'm extra.
You know it.
Been great since Jabot jeans with reflectors. And me and my weed don't respect smoke detectors.
Light it
Niggas
up.
talking smoke, but ain't never felt no pressure. Talking this on sight, nigga, I don't want no lecture. God, my creator, but this pistol my protector. I'll break you into pieces, let the coroner collect ya. Your hood don't accept ya, your bitch don't respect ya. I'm the one you take to your boss, you the connector. In high school, I took fashion and architecture. Got accepted to college, ain't complete one semester. Shit sound crazy now, I'm grown. But I was in girls' dorm rooms at different schools, somehow never see my own.
Never.
King sitting clean and I'll never be dethroned. That's like trying to clean up water with a comb.
love to see
The
it.
patchwork on my flow is impeccable. Yeah, bitch, I got it sewn. Models see me out and hit record on their phones, trying to capture all this fly shit like she got a drone. No, I'm not a clone, I'm actually nice. And this ain't work, it's practice from the charity strike. They like how he make it every time tragedy strike. Got niggas confused, questioning my battery life. I'm a New York City nigga, it ain't hard to tell that. Anything that was ever made, I believe I could sell that.
That's a fact.
And bullshit, I can smell it. It's like walking past with somebody dead at. I've been living life, sin and water where I step at. I heard get back on your shit, had to respect that. But I'm still an alien, let the record reflect that. I'll mark you out, where you stand, I'll leave an X at.
Get done.
And if it's an issue, I'ma press that. Fuck a tweet, where you live, how I address that. No fairy tale, this ain't Comic Con. I'm different like Kyrie Irving during Ramadan. I have an hour in the sauna, that's what I be on. Getting my mind right before I decide to bomb. Went from Crown Fried Chicken, getting us through the storm, to eating duck on the watermelon ambiance.
What we doing?
Yes, nigga, I said duck. This a different type of life that I live in. It ain't luck. The fuck? I'm good money from the line. Millsy. People be acting like you're gonna get a chance to come back and do it again. I know better. Tunnel vision.
Millsy.
I'm just focused on my focus. I'm just focused on my focus. About no games with my approaches. Got that dope hit, go with dosage. Keeping this money flowing, what my goal is. Cause nobody want that trophy for the brokest. So I'm focused on my focus. I'm just focused on my focus. About no games with my approaches. Got that dope hit, go with dosage. Keeping this money flowing, what my goal is. Cause nobody want that trophy for the brokest. So I'm focused on my focus. I'm focused more than ever, cause nowadays niggas make it more than ever. And one fight could change the weather. Black and salmon, broccoli cheddar. Got the diamond JM on my potent sweater. Rock my own shit, like I'm on my own dick. I ain't from Queens, but I be on that pretty tone shit. Silk shirt, chest out, I'm on that grown shit. Stunting on my exes, never leave wifey at home shit. Look, your whole style is rented, nigga, I own this. My whole style is fly like I'm on some drone shit. Penthouse suite, starting to feel like home shit. Top of New York on some Noriega and Capone shit. I was on my A game since AI was playing. Look, I was showing love when I knew they was hating. I was still on the field when my body was aching, balling like Troy Aikman. My calling is force greatness on all bases. So I'm just focused on my focus. I'm just focused on my focus. Bout no games with my approaches. Got that dope hit go a dosage. Keeping this money flowing, what my goal is. Cause nobody want that trophy for the brokest. So I'm focused on my focus. I'm just focused on my focus. Bout no games with my approaches. Got that dope hit go a dosage. Keeping this money flowing, what my goal is. Cause nobody want that trophy for the brokest. So I'm focused on my focus. On my focus.
Carpe on the beat.
14-hour travel just to clear my mind. And we ain't even got no plans, we just sitting out in the middle of the water. Eating good, drinking good, analyzing life from a different view. Middle with the man touching new skies. Middle with the mad indigo blue tides. Money can't buy you happiness, I'm like, who lied? The world is huge and money take you to a new side. Middle with the man touching new skies. Middle with the mad indigo blue tides. Money can't buy you happiness, I'm like, who lied? The world is huge and money take you to a new side. No socks and my sneaker laces loose tied. Smoking Cuban cigars, catching the cool vibe. Feel like you couldn't kill my high no matter who tried. Look at my phone, first thing I see, Fat Man Scoop died. Rest in peace, king, rest in paradise. Whatever you say they gotta do, even in the afterlife. It's a Harlem, New York City thing, so most people wouldn't understand what that really mean. Yeah, but everything ain't for everybody. I had to learn that this heart I got ain't in everybody. I'm out in Spain, triple deck yacht, eating lunch, I got some stains. Fuck it, this my day fit for dinner, I gotta change. One day, 3 switch ups, baby, I'm serving pain. Yeah, I'm hurting these hoes. 3 decades in a row, I've been serving these flows, but only like 2 of those is what you personally know. I know, and I'm good with that. Made an M and God said do what you could with that. Now I'm thinking about all the ways that I could flip that. And we smoking on the yacht cause the good was packed. Nigga, we in the middle of the mad touching new skies. Middle with the mad indigo blue tides. Money can't buy you happiness, I'm like, who lied? The world is huge and money take you to a new side. Middle with the mad touching new skies. Middle with the mad indigo blue tides. Money can't buy you happiness, I'm like, who lied? The world is huge and money take you to a new side. We in the middle with the mad with it. Little vintage red wine, yeah. Grill octopus. I'm just living the life I was given. When the sun go down, that's when I start to reflect and think about all the trauma I ain't wanna accept. Think about if life was Wi-Fi and your password is your government name, but it still won't connect. Some shit don't make sense cause it ain't supposed to. Some people don't love you, you just who they need to get close to. Fuck international, they ain't even bi-coastal. They ain't never winning nothing, but they tryna coach you. Nah, I'm unfair.
Corrupted science itself. Because at one time it was just the science of living and surviving here on this planet. Science of life.
You think cause you a star that you read it in my creation. I'm God Zodiac, I'm made from constellations. My brain is a bomb waiting to flame an abomination. No change in the bomber's nation, just some more dollars placed in the pockets of Satan. While I walk amongst the blind, explaining chakras to the cavemen. I'm locking from the grave, sending doctors to the shamans. Scientists ashamed of getting knowledge from the pagans. I'm in Nirvana with militant, philosophical, diligent builders aiming for spots in a large nation. I mean the all in all, the cream of God, hop and rise to the occasion, surprised that we invading your time's finished, diminished. I'm live from the awakening. Cameras on tilt as I flex my success. I'm fly, look what I built. Smooth just like silk in the groove. You might built up your lotus. Ain't focused and sewn just like a quilt from the needle to the record to the laser. My behavior resembles the high said, we see my 2 fingers up, yelling peace to the gods, waving bye to the haters, standing on the black dot in the center of my square, in the middle of the circle. I designed the creator, Khalifa, when I speak through the speaker. Thoughts of a magician is lost in mysticism that reached the non-believer. I shine in your theater.
The clock was already moving before you saw the wheels turn.
I-A-K, you send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Signs of the time, future I foresee. K-A-Z-O-D, I-A-K, you send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Wheel of the spirit, the stars, indeed. Who's better than this? Intelligentness. Clouds like I pass heaven and split. Killing cops, shaming treacherousness. You serve the devil, you're protecting the myth. Professional hitman, I spit excellence. I connect you to bliss. Grab this pebble from my hand and I let you exist. But if you don't, well, I spit a ghost spell. Get off my coattails. My coach is our God. I live it so well. The life of a G as high as can be. A soul model, what your role model aspires to be. True boss life. In order to lead, you need foresight. We can't rich with PRT. We ain't poor, right? Error of the rich righteous. That fix the crisis of the terror of the mid-lifeless. The myth virus infecting the whole planet. Infected the globe with medic depressing my soul. Answers the questions. I'm like Osiris flying in the gold-plated sky disc with no pilot. Kingdom of heaven, you can walk through my gate but speak certainty. Silence is a virtuous trait. I was more amazing, I ain't have to learn to be great. When every child is born, they ain't have to learn to create. It's when it feels rejected, that's when love turns into hate. God leap through a hole within space. Welcome to my dimension. When you think of the God, well, I'm the guy you mentioned. A-Z-O-D, I-A-K, you send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Signs of the time, future I foresee. K-A-Z-O-D, I-A-K, you send it to MC for the record. Each song is the part that makes me. Wheel of the spirit, the star, the spirit, the star, the
You're not ready.
Wheel of the spirit, the star, the spirit, the star, the
dynamic of all is in that wheel. Man discovered that shit. You just ain't ready to take on that dimension.
We just really regurgitate
what the creators already know.
But no matter how we try to spin it, it's the same wheel.
Jae Black, straight like that.
Yeah. Now we gonna tell them. That in front. We tell them like this, yo. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a African. Yeah, y'all like that? No more. This man's mind is open. I'm an African. I'm a African. I'm an African. I'm a. Let's get back to the gritty.
Best developed by recognizing the common enemy.